Yo, what's up, guys? How we doing? And welcome to the part one of the Wild Beyond the Witchlight finale. I haven't streamed in like forever, so this is going to be real great. I hope you guys are doing amazing today. Before we get started, we're going to touch on a couple things. The first thing I want to say is unfortunately, Rainbow Foxy will not be joining us tonight. He has to work, but there was some stuff that we kind of wanted to finish up. Side quest wise and like setting up for the big finale next week, as well as the epilogue stuff. So we're going to go ahead and run it today without him. He will be missed, but the show must go on in this case. And honestly, we're at the finale, man. If you've made it this far, you know the rules. Don't spoil shit. Don't be a Wangrod. Thanks, Pixel. And have a good time. We're just going to go through, introduce everybody, remind everybody who we're playing, and get into this recap, baby. And yeah, so I'm Vincent Page, and I'm playing Liam, your Tiefling Valor Bard, who's on a quest for a talking sword. That's my whole gig right now.
And I'm Ace. I'm the DM. I'll be the giver of trauma and killer of players tonight. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Ain't no reason. Ain't no reason.
And I'm Jason. I'm playing Oswald Holloway, our cleric, who's going to try to prevent our players from getting killed tonight.
I am Kaylin, who's going to try to continue to be married and, make it through, get her husband that sword that he wants. I am.
She's gonna be his provider.
I wanna
I had to
be
do it.
your provider. Yeah. I'm a Circle of Stars a Kalishtar Circle of Stars druid. Yeah. Here we go.
And I'm Skynet, and I was playing Tier 5 Fist, who recently died in the last episode. So I will not be trying to save them from anything today. They're on their own.
Down 2 whole
could
players.
holler
It's
at
real great. It's real good.
So, with that segue, why don't we just jump into what happened last time? So last time we joined our players after they had just vanquished the Jabberwock, which was kind of a rough go for them. But so they ventured a little further through the castle. They ended up meeting Kalmanzaros, who seems to be one of the individuals who is sort of a scribe, if you will. They found a room with all of these different scrolls and different parchments and things like that had seemingly deals, contracts, however you want to refer to them. In and of that nature, they kind of pieced together a little bit of information. As far as exactly what that all means yet, I don't think anybody's exactly put their finger on it, but more clues to the puzzle, if you will. They also went and they found a rather hungry giant who was in the dining hall, and they really came up with this great idea. It was really sincere, and they really tried their best as they were going to make a cake for this thing. But then they got sidetracked because there was a giant beanstalk in the way, and somehow, out of everything, Tyr managed to make a luck check and called his shot out of 100 and hit it right on point. And so they got rid of this beanstalk, and it didn't destroy the castle. So after, not destroying the castle against all odds and finally giving this group, a break that they so well deserved, they explored this tower where they met a new little friend. And they met this little guy who he's really doing his best to try and help the group. Not everybody believes him, but he's really out there. He just wants to save the castle, and nobody really believes him. He's having a rough go of it. But the parties has kind of gained some information from him. They also, most importantly, have found out that he has the unicorn horn, which is one of the things that they needed to bring all of this to rest. From that tower, they decided to further explore the castle a little more, and they wandered into this hallway that had a puzzle on the wall, and they quickly deduced the solution to that puzzle. Unfortunately, by solving that puzzle, it teleported them to this upper chamber in the middle of the castle, where they were immediately confronted by the three hags, Bavlorna, Endolin, and Scavatha. A fight did break out, and as we mentioned, Tyr gave everything to save his friends. He literally gave his life to make sure that his friends would make it out of here alive. He put his heart, soul, and everything into it to make sure that nobody else would have to fall during this fight, and he pulled it off. They managed to vanquish all three of the hags, and as we said, Tyr was the only one lost in that. So I think with that, I am going to come back and we'll just turn it over to the players as they just had said their final goodbyes to Tyr. And he's they've laid him up in a corner to let him, lay to rest at peace. And what their next choice of action is on them.
Yeah, way to dump us in on a real emotional shit show. That's what I love that.
All right, well, let's search tier for loot first.
Ah, let's go.
Oh my
I want that axe. I'm just kidding.
I swear to God. Oh.
All right,
Galen's
well,
actually going to go ahead and let off Starry Wisp. She's going to let off a couple of Starry Wisps just to kind of light the room, McGonagall style.
Yeah, and I think as you do, I mean, this room, I think as you look around this room specifically, given the way things took place, right? Like you were kind of just dumped into this room and you were immediately face to face with these hags, right? Like they were just, I mean, they were there. You didn't have a choice but to react. I think as you take some time to really look around, it's the first time you're really seeing this room, right? They're really like taking in what even is this place. And as you look around, you realize this seems to be like some kind of study, like like this kind of calm, collected place. You see some loose papers kind of scattered around. Unfortunately, a lot of this seems to be destroyed given the large hole in the north wall. But like this definitely seems to be someone's quiet place, right? Like this is their place where they go to seclude themselves from everybody else to work on things.
well, I think we found our library. I think there's supposed to be something useful here.
This is the
Have
corpsiest
you
library I've ever
just
been in.
moved? Are we haven't even. He's still warm. What? I don't care about the library right now. Are we just gonna move on that quickly? This was Tyr. Even I remember it's Tyr now.
Yeah, and he gave his life so that we can see this through, so we can honor him by carrying on and finishing the mission that he started. I mean, we can. Do you want to have a funeral now, or
I mean,
once we finish all this?
it just feels wrong to just leave him here. I mean, do we have something we can? Is there some place?
Well, that's okay. Let's figure out where we are. So let's, I guess, pop our head out the door to the north. What do we see up there?
Yeah, and as you do, you realize that you are now level with the individual that you guys know as Strongheart, as he is suspended in the air. Clearly, you can tell that he was thrown through the wall in front of you, and he is currently like in stasis, hanging there. That said, anybody who wants to make me a perception and/or investigation and/or Arcana check at this point, by all means.
Boy, which ones of those am I actually good at? Let's see. Oh, we're going to Arcana. Okay, well.
All right, 19
What's a plus 11 help
perception.
if I only get a 13?
What's wrong, Tyr? You ain't gonna roll? I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Okay.
Funny you say that. I was actually typing into roll.
He was typing it.
Hey, here you go. Here's a perception check for you.
You're still doing it.
You only get a negative 20 to it. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so Oz, I think, and I think this even kind of rolls to the fact that you would probably be most familiar with this. The thing that you really lay eyes on, I mean, obviously you guys know of Strongheart and you kind of been told who he is and that he's the leader of this group. But as you look at him, you can pretty easily tell, even from a distance, that the sword in his hand is like far above any other quality of sword you can possibly imagine. Like laying eyes on this, just seeing it, you can tell that there's a magic nature to this. So much so that I think you specifically even get the idea that this sword specifically has some kind of incredibly high level healing magic tied to it.
Interesting.
So-
Were we able to remove items from any of the other frozen people?
Negative. You guys tried to get the staff from one of the other guys, and were unable to move it.
Okay, so this guy has a useful tool that we can't get to right now. What's below him?
A large magic void that is actively in motion, swirling like water around a drain, but it just seems like a power funnel that is all going down into seemingly a black hole.
Here's my fear.
Are these 5-foot squares on our map?
10 foot.
So it's about 25 or so feet away,
Yep.
maybe 30.
Here's my fear. As Kalen's gonna look out over at him. First things first, I want to find some sort of a cloth to wrap Tyr in before we get too far. But I do also fear that if we unfreeze time and this knight who clearly was part of the Call of Valor, he'll just fall into the void and be gone forever. We have to find a way to get him out of this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But can we go find something to cover Tyr with first?
Sure. Is there
Maybe
anything
gonna-
around?
Yeah, so I think within this room you could probably find like a tablecloth or something. Like I said, it's a study. It's not necessarily like well furnished, but there's definitely at the very least like, a table where somebody would be able to work and what have you. That said, given Tyr's size, I don't know that it would cover him in his entirety. So if you guys wanted to look elsewhere, I mean, I think that's definitely feasible, but that's up to you guys.
First things first, I have an idea. Oz, you want to help me drag one of these crones and see what happens when you fall into the void entirely?
Sure, let's give it a
little
shot.
hypothesis test here. Just curious, of course.
Just
Oh, wait,
curious.
before you do that, there's a lot of talk about looting Tyr. How about we loot the hacks?
Yeah.
Just saying.
That's a solid idea.
Yeah, so
Well-
Yep.
listen, I have dibs on old Snake Jaw. Just saying.
Snake jaw.
Do a little
You
autopsy.
have at her, honey.
I'm getting in there.
I'm coming
All right,
after
yeah,
the girl
let's
who
search.
fucking threw my
Yeah.
husband's corpse at my foot.
Unfortunately, you guys don't have a whole lot to take. They actually travel really light and keep everything in their house, which you guys have, kind of already looted, really. Let's see.
Do they have
Yeah, no,
any stabs or anything?
they
know-
do not.
I was gonna say I know one of them was attacking with claws, and the
Yep.
others just cast it with their hands. Then
They did actually,
okay.
primarily because they act as a coven. So when the three of them are together, their powers are enhanced.
I
Of
see.
which I don't think. Yeah, I don't think you guys actually found any of the items that would be relative to that.
okay. Listen, it's more just about the principle. Okay, I just wanted to loot her to disrespect her one last time.
Sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, you want to throw
Yeah, but-
Bavlorna into the pit?
Hell yeah, I do.
Yep.
All right.
So let's decide on what we want to do with Tyr's body. We should probably take it with us so we can bury later.
Oz, I don't know how strong you are, but I'm sitting at below average.
We have a bag that can store him.
Is
Don't
it
we?
big enough of an opening?
I mean,
Wait, you're saying you want to put Tyr in the bag of holding?
Yes, that's what he said.
Yeah.
Two questions. Tyr's pretty big. Tyr's like 7 foot tall, right? So like our bag only opens like so big, right? Like we had to shrink the pony, the unicorn, to get it in. I cast a spell on it to make it small, and I don't have that spell right now.
This is a 2-foot diameter. That is pretty narrow.
Tyr's a big boy. He's like,
But I mean, he
fitting
would
in that
fit
bag.
inside of it if we could get him in.
I just
We could-
I want the overhead camera angle of watching the four of us trying to shove Tyr into a bag of full. Get it! God damn it!
He's got like one leg in as you guys are like just
Oh,
kicking
God.
and pushing.
Bad. It smells real bad, guys.
That'd be really bad.
We
Oh.
don't have any
Listen.
spells to make him smaller, do we?
I do think that it
I
feels
don't-
bad, but like I think that once we get to the end of the road here, then we can do something to truly honor him. And I mean, this seems like the safest place for him to be currently. So
I agree. I just
All right.
I can't stand the thought of him being stuck here with these crones. So let's see what happens when we toss him overboard. I hope they fry like the little puny bugs that they deserve to be in a bug zapper.
All right, let's go toss some hags.
yes,
And
my
wander
favorite
over
sport
to whichever one looks the smallest.
from whence I was a little boy. The old hag toss.
Yeah, well, we each get one, and we see who can throw it the furthest.
I'm gonna lose, but honestly, I'm just happy to be here. You know what I mean?
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need you guys to give me an actual detailed how you're pushing them in and how this is going down.
I was gonna give the old heave ho.
Okay, by
Roughly-
yourself or
No, I figured one of y'all is taking the arms and somebody
Yeah,
else is
one
taking
gets
the
the
legs.
arms, one gets the legs. Let's
Yep.
just
Exactly.
on
Okay.
3.
so Kaylin and Oz, give me a performance check. Let's see how in sync you are.
Oh, great.
Oh,
the two
boy.
of us. Oh, that's the worst. Oh. Oh, blessed. Okay.
19.
Oh, please, please, please.
Oh no.
Yeah, so they stand up and they're, Kaylin's holding the hands
shit,
and Oz
they
has
can't
the
even see
feet,
this,
and
it's
they're
funny.
they're doing the old okay, ready 1, 2, 3, and Oz lets go on 3. Kaylin thought they were going on go as she holds on, and the body goes over the edge with Kaylin holding on to it
Oh shit!
as she falls over the edge. Probably her waist is about hanging off at this point, so she's probably just dangling over the edge.
Oh,
Probably
scrubber!
not in a situation to get her up, but
Yeah, Oz is just gonna
Run.
tackle her legs that are
Run.
still up to keep her from falling further.
Oh, no.
Hey, Liam, come help.
I'm coming!
yeah, a little bit of teamwork. I think you guys do manage to pull her up, but in that process, Kaylin, as you're kind of hanging over the edge, you watch as Bavlorna's body falls. And at first, it's no real big deal. But as this funnel narrows and gets closer and closer, the closer she gets to the bottom, you start to see like the occasional just bolt of lightning that stretches out from one of the edges and hits her corpse again and again and again, and the further she goes down, there's more and more of them until it is like a rapid fire machine gun that is just discharging to her body
Great.
until it gets to the bottom as you watch space and reality itself distort as her body elongates and stretches almost into what I could describe to stuff as like a Mobius strip, as her body absolutely distorts until it is ripped apart into molecules and absorbed by the core of this thing.
Oh, it's a
I want
good
to point
day.
out that we were
day.
like half a second away from giant hag fight. Okay, and that would have been real bad.
Why?
I heard elongate gets real big, and I was like, "Oh, we're fighting a giant hag. It's fine."
No. When we say elongate, we're speaking.
I know,
We're thinking
yeah.
of like spaghettified.
Yeah.
We're going through a black hole. Our subatomic particles are being
Oh
ripped
boy.
here from there, and thank goodness for that. Good riddance to
karma.
you. Poor riddance, you piece of shit. Enjoy your black hole. That's for swallowing my husband. Kaylin goes, all right, bring the next one up. But But maybe this time you two, and maybe not me. Maybe this isn't meant for me.
Okay, I actually have a different approach. And can we
Oh.
can we set this one up on the edge? Just like almost in a sitting position, just like legs dangling over.
I mean, I feel like sitting up might be rough, but yeah, I mean, you could probably get something of that nature.
Hold her up like a puppet.
Yeah, just yeah, let's get her up. Like, look at me, I'm a puppet master.
Yeah.
This is okay. I want to go on record here and say this may be one of the most fucked up things I've ever done in D&D.
I've got some rope. We could build a little.
Oh God.
Meanwhile, in the corner, he's just getting a smirk, even though he's dead.
Oh, Tyr, yeah, Tyr, we just see a
Watch it
little
over
smile on
laughing.
Tyr's face.
God.
Holy shit.
I just wanted to kick her off the edge instead of us trying to throw her like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah, no, that's definitely safer. As
thank
you
you.
don't gotta worry about falling off. And but again,
this is
you
Sparta.
guys watch. And I think specifically, I'm assuming, given the context, we were talking about Endolin, as she falls, you guys were already aware that Endolin, her body itself, wasn't exactly traditional, right? Like she had some form of extra dimensional space within her where she contained the different marionettes and things like that. When her body hits that core at the bottom of this thing, you actually see the core itself grow slightly larger and mildly charged with energy. And I think so much so that in this moment, anybody who chooses to, that is looking, over the edge, watching her fall, what have you, you hear a voice and you can feel a presence. And this presence just brings you this sense of dread and doom and like this overwhelming, like legitimate fear that the other side of this is something not to be trifled with, as you hear this growl, this low, just visceral, guttural growl of something on the other side. And with that, I'm going to have each of you give me perception checks.
Oh, God.
Oh my!
Oh, what is with my rolls today? What is happening? What is happening? I've rolled like 4,
Hey.
4, and 3s.
Liam's got a pretty sharp ear. The rest of you don't catch this, but Liam, you realize that there's not one growl, but there's 5.
Oh God. Okay. So is this like some sort of creature that I could piece together what it would be akin to, or like I'm assuming that it's some sort of creature growl, right?
Yeah, and I think given like recent events, you probably got a pretty decent idea as to what kind of creature it might loosely be.
Okay.
He said, "Jokes on you."
Stealth
I mean,
has an idea, and
Yeah,
Stealth
I do
no,
too. I just don't
I'm
want to.
fairly confident you're both are on brand, but
Okay.
if what you guys want to say is up to you.
Okay. So I don't know about y'all, but that sounds an awful lot like a dragon.
Sure does.
dragon.
Yeah.
Not another one. Oh, what would
Not
a
that
dragon
kind
be
of
doing
dragon.
here?
But yeah,
the
I think
actual
more
kind of
specifically,
dragon.
I feel like more specifically, Liam's phrasing would be, that doesn't sound like a dragon.
Oh, that sounds like multiple yeah, that's a bunch of dragons. Although more than one is a bunch, in my opinion. It could be literally 2, and that would be a bunch.
Can Kaylin run any kind of a arcana or religion or something for what she might know, or history check on what she might know about dragons?
So I don't feel like a history check is going to net you a whole lot aside from that. Dragons are really bad. And like you might know like factually, some habits of dragons and things like that, but like situationally, I don't feel like history is going to net you a whole lot. If you wanted to do like an Arcana check, it's going to be a high roll, but I think that's feasible.
Let's see if I can do anything better than what is with the rolls? A 4 again? Gosh dang it.
Yeah, and so I think, and actually, if you want to add a history check to that, maybe this goes a different way than what I'm thinking.
Eh?
Okay, so with the two of them together, here's the things you know. And the history check isn't so much about what you know about dragons, but to remember recent events. And in recent events, you had a conversation with Liam about a folklore that he was aware of a man named Mordenkainen who was able to cross plane.
Mm-hmm.
And combined with your arcane knowledge, there's a lot of power here, like a lot. The kind that wouldn't just come from a single person. The kind that's probably being funneled, stolen, crossed from different places. Those places, you're probably not real sure, but like, this isn't the kind of power that like somebody just, walks around with. This is like extra planar, we'll say.
Okay, so
5 dragons,
here,
extra planar, Picasso.
Picasso. I thought you say, bring it on.
sharp rocks at the bottom.
Bring
Bring it on.
Bring it on. Okay, well, Caitlin's a little concerned now. I mean, that said, she still kind of wants to throw the other hag off the edge.
The rule of the land, the 3s or whatever.
The 3s. I mean, we got 2 out of them. It'd be really rude to the rule of the land to leave it at 2.
Yeah, I may be paraphrasing here, but there's something about 3s. I remember that. So
Yep.
it's fine. I just really hope a dragon doesn't come out of that and eat us. That would be real bad.
Yeah, I do. I will admit that does concern me a bit. I mean, my other option is I guess I could like light her corpse on fire and we could, dance around it.
I'm gonna dance Wittershins.
I mean, let's just see what happens. Okay. This is kind of cluing us in onto some stuff, right? So maybe this maybe this helps us solve the eternal mysteries of
Here's my concern.
where are we at again? Prismere, thank you. Yeah.
Prismere. Yep. Here's my concern, honey. So you see the man who's out there like floating in space and time. We don't want him to become bait snack for chop time,
Okay.
So
So
maybe before we like provoke the gods a little bit more by throwing another hag down the hole, we figure out if there's a way we can get him over here.
Okay.
well, we haven't had much luck moving anything that's been frozen so far, right?
I mean,
Have we been able to move anything at all?
I don't think so. Other than the exception of like the water in the garden.
I was gonna
if you
say
remember
the
that.
water,
It
yeah.
kind of like moved,
Yeah.
but that was kind of weird
Can
though,
we-
right? It like moved past them. If that makes
Yeah. Is there anything in the room here or on the edge that would serve as an anchor that we could tie off a rope to?
Unfortunately, round room. All that was in was like some tables, like work tables, most of which were made of wood and pretty destroyed at this point.
I was gonna say, there was this one time that Caldrian took me to see a circus, and these trapeze guys had like a giant net underneath them. You think something like that would work?
Yeah, we gotta
something?
hook it to something though.
Yeah.
I want to lasso him and like at least tie him
Yeah.
off so if he can climb back up if he's awakened.
I'm pretty certain I can give my broom commands. I could be wrong, but I think my flying broom takes commands, so I could
Have it hover.
command it to hover under.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You go see if you can poke him back over here.
Or at the very least, to at least just leave it hovering with him. And then if he gets unfrozen, at least he's landing on the broom.
I mean, can the command be catch? That would be great.
Catch! Catch! Yeah, because that's really the only other thing I can think. I mean, I can fly over. How many wild shapes do I have left? Because I apparently can wild shape still.
Ah, damn it. I was going to say, also, we could leave the broom and then I could cast Feather Falling on him. That way, he falls slower and has reaction time. But that looks like it only lasts about a minute. So that is
okay.
Not helpful. The bard who never casts a spell. It's real great. Man. Too bad there's no time left for that character development, I guess.
I think the broom's maybe the best option.
Yeah, if we don't have anything to tie him off to, I think that's probably it.
So,
All right.
Talk me through the strategy here, because picturing this guy right now, the way he's frozen, I mean, this guy has arguably been hit in the chest by something and thrown through a wall. So, I mean, he is like legs and arms extended straight forward, almost as if he's like sitting down suspended in air. How are you positioning this broom? Like, what exactly is your strategy in this?
What would happen if you put the broom so I'm imagining he's like, you guys probably can't see all this, but he's probably like,
Yep.
So what if you put the broom like right through his arms and then maybe
that's what I was thinking.
Maybe assuming that whatever blasted him through the wall in the first place didn't just outright kill the man. Maybe he'll like and then like grab it. You know what I'm saying? That was a dramatic reenaction of reenactment of what I think is gonna happen.
Oz, you said you have rope, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Kaylin is going to. This is.
Oh God.
I can Misty step over onto him, or I can ride the broom out over to him.
Misty step back. Got it.
Misty step back and tie him to the broom.
I was gonna say, why the fuck are you Misty stepping out into the void?
Sorry,
that sounds terrible.
Riding the broom out, giving him the broom, using him. I'm gonna stand on him to Misty step back after I've tied him to the broom.
Nothing can go wrong.
Okay. Husband? Yes? I'm gonna need your confidence on this one.
I believe in you. I truly, truly do. Just please don't fall into that.
Oz, you've got quick reactions, right? In case this goes horribly wrong.
I don't have anything to pull you back, but
it's okay. Love will
let's
pull
see
me back.
how much rope. How much rope do we have?
Okay. Okay, so listen, how about this? We go together, okay? And I dimension door us back, because then
Where are you getting Dimension Door?
I have Dimension Door. I've had Dimension Door. I just don't cast spells. It's real bad. I'm a terrible bard. I thought you knew that.
Liam, do you have Misty Step as well?
Misty Step I do not have, but I do have Dimension Door.
I can see, and here's the thing: I can use Misty Step once per day as a ritual version instead. I think, yeah, because I've got it once as a use once per long rest.
I'm truly down for anything. Just to get to the point here, the reason I thought about doing it that way is that way at least if you go to fall, I go to fall, we're together and we can save one another. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not like you're just out there in the void by yourself.
Well, here's my concern. I think my bigger concern is that we're going to get electrocuted together. I think one of us goes, and then I feel confident that I can use my Misty Step pretty quick. I feel it's instantaneous. You know, that's what the book taught me when I learned it. It's a bonus action, and you know, I'm quick with my fingers, and it's only verbal. So all I got to do is yell Misty Step. I'm there, you know?
Do we have a second rope?
I think we only have 150-foot rope.
Okay.
I only have one.
And I'm so sorry for saying this. I really am. But does...
You want to tie me up, honey?
We're gonna get to that. But does Tyr have a rope on him?
I believe I had a rope. Let me.
Okay,
Let me
so
check.
like,
Yeah, we should grab Tyr's bag and take it with us.
I think he would probably be okay with us using his rope to make sure Kaylin doesn't go all Frankenstein's monster on us. And
Yeah, why don't you tie the rope to yourself and we will hold the other end here on land in case you fall.
Okay.
Yeah, I do have a rope.
incredible.
Oh, I had rope too. Look at that. I apparently still have rope.
Look, so much rope.
What are we gonna do with all this rope now? It's too much rope.
Mhm.
I don't have any rope. I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. I am ropeless in this party.
Hold on. When we were at the cauldron and we threw we threw something in, and it turned into something else.
Mhm.
I got a potion of polymorph from that. Do we remember what it polymorphed things into?
What is
Was it a
it?
dragonfly?
Yeah. Yes. Probably.
I mean, I guess that would make it difficult though, because then I couldn't. Dragonflies aren't very dexterous, so tying the rope to him.
Yeah, no fingers.
Wouldn't.
Be real bad.
Yeah. All right, let's try this. It'll be fine. And she's just gonna hop on her broom and she's gonna go ahead on out after she gets tied, her waist tied to Oz, I think, because Oz is sturdy. Ready, Oz?
Yeah, let's do it.
3,
So
2,
Oz will
1.
And not Liam standing behind Oz like he's in the Titanic, just grabbing him by the waist, like, I got you, buddy.
I'm the king of the world.
She's flying out. Does she make it to him?
Kaylin, as you find yourself over this void, now not touching any part of the castle, but purely over this void, you do make it to Strongheart, but the moment you make it to him, you can hear this, what can only be described as a chant. You're not really sure where it's coming from, what's causing it, what's sustaining it. You can't even really decipher it, but you know this, whatever this is, just from raw arcane knowledge, is absolutely invoking power from something. It is forcefully invoking this power. And I think just almost out of habit, maybe curiosity, you glance down for a brief second. And when you do, you look down to see not this kind of swirling black hole anymore, but it's almost as if the black hole opens and you are staring back into the largest eye that you have ever seen. And not just any eye, but I think quickly identifiable as the eye of some form of dragon. And think Eye of Sauron, as you are absolutely confident this thing is now looking directly at you.
Okay, I like the Eye of Sauron thing, but you guys, you remember watching Final Fantasy IX, the big eyeball out of the sky? That's what I'm seeing. Anyway, sorry. Please continue.
That said, I'm going to ask you to make me a performance. I'm going to a sleight of hand check, B, a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, how'd you guys die today? I don't know, but Tiamat.
I want to be clear here. Can I use guidance on myself for this?
I don't think you have time in this moment.
I was afraid. All right, I do want to be clear though. I do have one DM inspiration for my diss track to the hags from last time. So.
Fair enough.
Okay, so I've got a sleight of hand I need to do and a dexterity saving throw. Okay, that'll do. A 19 sleight of hand.
Okay, you managed to tie him off.
Okay, and a dexterity saving throw. Come on.
I feel like this one's the more important one. Use that inspiration, girl.
Yep, we reroll on that.
Please. Yes.
Okay, that'll do.
Okay, so with that, a crack of lightning stretches out from the edge of the room. And you will, holy shit.
Ow.
You will take 19 points of lightning damage as it does connect with you but you did manage to evade it directly, and so you do not take the full 8d6 of damage off of that.
Holy shit. Pull her back, Oz! Pull her back!
Oh shit. Yeah, no, I think that I guess if she has the opportunity to, I'm guessing that freaking Misty Step would be faster.
Yeah, no, I do
I'm
think,
panicking.
like, I mean, you are hit and then able to Misty Step. Like, it's almost like, you touch a hot stove or whatever. It's almost reactionary where you just
Perfect.
immediately get out. And as soon as you make it back to the other side, I think that's the moment you kind of give way, and the shock, if you will, no pun intended, wears off as that sudden burst of damage. Like, and I think it's to the point where you even somewhat recognize that wasn't actual lightning, but almost just raw power, right? Like, this was not weather. This wasn't a thunderstorm. That was raw power reaching out to try and claim you.
Kaylin's very shaken.
This is a really serious situation, but just real quick, I just imagine her like coming back and like laying on the ground, her hair standing straight up.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck was that? That's a I gotta be honest. Even if he wakes up and he's okay from that and tied rope, bad.
You're doing it again. I need you to be a little bit more clear. Are you okay, first off?
I mean, I could probably. I think I need somebody to talk me out of. Hold, please. And she's gonna go ahead and cast Healing Word. Because I think that's all I've got is Healing Word. Yeah, she's gonna Healing Word herself. She's hurting a little bit. So let's see what we get. That'll give her 10 points. Okay, we'll take 10. Is better than what it was before. I mean, yeah, it's like, honestly, I felt better after the hag fight than I do right about now.
Okay, well, you gotta be a little more clear. What did you see?
I think it was a dragon's eye. I mean, it was big, and it was like coming from another dimension, but it's here, and I mean,
like out there where you were at?
Yes, right below it. It's like that's what's at the black hole. I mean, I don't know if we should throw the third one off because that was bad. It's angry.
What does this mean? The hags, we got Sibylla, we got the hags, now they're dragons. So there's 3 fighting for power or working together. What is going on?
I mean,
Just to be clear real quick, I don't know what she saw out there, but what I heard was specifically 5 different growls from out there.
Yeah, but when you hear 5 different growls, they were in unison. I think 5 people speaking almost at the same time, but I think you are familiar enough when it comes to things of music, and you just got a sharper ear that like you could pick up that like there's 5 different sets of vocals that are right on top of each other in that.
Cool. Yeah, so he said 3, and I just wanted to be like, I was saying that.
Oh, yeah, no, there's definitely 5.
To clarify, that is 5 different dragons, potentially.
Hi.
And 1 giant eye. That's great. Love that.
Big creepy eye. Bad eye.
Okay.
Bad eye.
So we're going to be okay. Definitely don't throw the other hag in there. I'm with you on this. Maybe we should... Okay, so listen. We still got to figure out how we're going to unfreeze Zybilna. She can put all this back right?
We need her name. There's a library somewhere.
Is that not what we're in?
I don't think this is a place of serenity, a place of calm, but I don't think it's a library. I mean, there's no bookshelves around, are there?
What was it the little dude said about...
It was her secret library. There's a secret library somewhere.
Right, but there was also something else we were looking for.
He
gets kind of a sheepish look on his face.
You mean the sword? The sword you want, honey? The wedding gift to you?
Yeah. So I'm just saying that maybe we should take off. We need to find this name. Maybe a sword, and then we can unfreeze Zabilna. She can fix everything, and maybe she can save the guy, right?
Yeah.
And I mean,
Hey,
he's tied
Elfie,
to
can you
the thing.
mind? And maybe Elfie can watch over Tyr while we're here. Okay. That sounds good to me.
I hope he watches this back. So bad. Love you, buddy. Today, Elfie will be voiced by our very own.
So, magic items at this point would still require attunement, so it wouldn't be useful. Is that accurate?
Look, you don't squash my husband's dreams, Oz. All right.
No. I mean, we have a
Sword.
different reason for asking. Tyr has a magical item.
So yeah, mechanically, I'm gonna say most circumstances, most of them are going to require some form of attunement. Now, there are outliers to that, and I do use outliers plural, but I will just outright tell you that Tyr's Axe is one of them that would require attunement.
What about the winged boots that we got last time?
Those would also require attunement.
Okay. Alrighty.
Well, let's go upstairs. Maybe. I mean, what's the worst that could be up there? The baby dragons?
Yeah, what floor are we on here where we are? Do we know?
Looking around and just from kind of piecing things together, you know you are roughly on the second floor.
Okay. All right. So second floor is where the library is. But yeah, we're probably not near it. But yeah, I'm just gonna search the room one last time before we take off.
Yeah, and so around this room, first of all, I'll point out to the left here are stairs going down, to the right are stairs going up. But aside from that, I mean, this room, you don't really see anything of value. There's a lot of like bits of paper and things where it looks like maybe somebody's been working on something, taking notes, just jotting down like runes. And these aren't like fabricated runes like you would use in a spell, but almost as if maybe someone's trying to develop a rune or try to create a spell or something of that nature, where it's like it's very much a work in progress. And maybe this is where that person just puts a lot of time into trying to piece these things together without being disturbed.
These runes don't, or like the handwriting doesn't look like Bavlorna's bad book of blood, does it?
Negative.
Does it look like the writing? Does the writing look familiar to me?
To you specifically, yeah, for sure.
What if she was trying to seal this place? A rune?
You mean the void?
Maybe? Or whatever is coming through it.
Or worse, what if she's trying to control it?
You might be right.
Well, there's only one way to find out. We got to unfreeze her, right?
Yes, I agree.
I say we go upstairs first. I have a good feeling about it.
I agree.
Let's
honey.
do it.
You want to go first?
Me?
Yeah.
Yep. Lead the way.
Okay. Tyr dies, and here I go. Gotta be the leader of the pack now. Okay.
All right, so let me go like this. Let me put the three of you together just so I can easily click and drag. And we are going to move to here. And so you guys make your way up the stairs to where you find a door. Conveniently, a stag door that is open.
Oh, thank goodness.
You walk into this
there it is.
room. Yeah, and I guess I can go.
Cool. Got it.
Did that move you guys?
I mean, I'd already clicked over there. So.
Okay, all right. So at any rate, you make your way to this room where sitting on this pedestal in the middle of the room is a bound black book. The walls, floor, ceiling of this room are all made of white marble tiles. And in the middle of the room, there is a quill with a feather. And the feather itself is literally sheathed in flame. And then next to that is a black book. Sitting on this wrought iron lectern that's just sitting there. And closer inspection on the front of this book, you see that kind of embossed on the front of it is that of a stag and a lion.
I think it's a guest book.
I feel significantly less good about this.
This is the thing he talked about. He told us that there was a book, that it was a guest book, and if we wrote our name in the book, that we would get access to all the places. We wouldn't have to switch between the lion and the stag.
Okay, now my good feelings back.
Yeah. I'm sorry it's not your sword.
That's
but
okay. This
still
is good too. Yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm not a
okay.
toddler. Okay, I can recognize
I'm
this is a good thing for
sorry.
the.
It's not
No, okay.
I really wanted that present. I thought the crown was going to be a present and that wasn't, and then, it's really been a really rough time. Our honeymoon's not going the way I pictured.
Okay.
Can we open the book?
Yeah, are you guys choosing to open?
Yes.
Yeah, so you open the book, and as you do, you kind of flip through these, and you see not a lot of names, but a fair few names. First and foremost, you see the name Thinnings. You see the name Sean, spelled Shon. You see Kalamanzaros. You see Razel. And you also see the names Endelin Moongrave, Scabatha Nightshade, Bavlorna Blightstraw. And below them, in a different handwriting, in fact, I think only because you brought it up already, this looks more akin to the Book of Bad Blood, as you see the names Kellic, Zarek, Zargash, Warduke, and Skylia, all written as the last several names in the book.
Sorry, what were those again? I got Kellic, Warduke, Skylia.
Kellic, Zarek, Zargash, Warduke, and Skylia.
Got it. I'm gonna just go right on ahead and scratch off some of these names. Let's just see. Are any other names scratched out?
They are not, actually. Well, actually, I take that back. There are other names that are scratched out, but none that you recognize, I guess is the better way I can phrase that.
Okay, cool. Let's scratch out some of these. What y'all say?
I guess it can't hurt.
I mean, I'm pretty
Well,
sure 2 of these names got ate by a giant dragon thing very recently, so. But I mean, just for funsies.
Yeah. She's going to go ahead and start crossing off at least the hags' names.
Yeah, and actually, the minute you do, I think you have enough arcane sense that the moment you scratch them out, you realize you're not just scratching a name off of a piece of paper.
That's right, bitches. Erasing
So-
from history.
This group of 5, these are that bad faction, probably, right?
Yeah, the League of Malevolence. I know for sure Skyla was a warlock. They had Kellic, who was calling the shots. There was the swordsman Warduke, who we could, if we're able to find him, he might be a sellsword, so we could offer him gold. But there was also a priest and an assassin, so I'm guessing those are the other 2.
You want to cross them out too?
I'll leave Warduke. Maybe he could be bought. It's crazy. 5. There's these 5, and then you heard 5 voices. You said, but it was definitely a dragon, right? Like these
Yeah.
people haven't like polymorphed into a dragon, right? Like that's not a thing.
Or maybe the dragon polymorphed into these people.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah. Let's just go ahead and cross them off. So, are you okay if we keep Warduke? Maybe we can win him over. Or... Yeah.
Go
Cool.
for it.
We'll definitely put our names in there. Be good to
Yeah,
have
I'll do that
unrestricted
next.
access.
I think she's gonna wait a second after she crosses off the names just to like make sure like nothing crumbles. She doesn't hear any screaming coming from
Nope.
the corridors. My name. Yeah. And then she's gonna
My
write their names in there.
leg! I'm a child. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Also, yeah, to be clear, you said Sean Shon.
I did.
Razel. What names?
Yeah, Razel Uthamar, actually.
Oof,
You know, funnily enough, it's still not as bad as the names in Waterdeep.
that is true.
right.
Flume,
Good old
Blagmar,
Zombop.
really?
All right,
But
yeah.
those
so
are
we're gonna
those
go ahead and write our
Lamia
names in there.
people. We didn't get their names, did we?
Oh, you could be
Oh,
right.
fuck. Oh, no.
That's a really great point. Now, here's the thing. They're still very much unfrozen. So, like, do you think they would know if we crossed off their names and, like, would they come after us?
Oh, boy.
I don't know that they would know it was us, even if they knew somebody erased their names.
Kaylin's going to look around the room, like, see if there's any, like, creepy skulls or, like, you know, things that look like scrying eyes in the room.
No, in fact, I think the more you look around this room, I think you're able to kind of piece together that within the realm of arcane things, I think you know enough that circles tend to carry a lot of power. And I think architecturally, you look to this and realize, like, this is a stacked set of circles that are all going up. And so I do think there's a certain, I don't know, like brevity in the thought that, like, this was very clearly designed for some purpose. What that purpose is, you don't really see anything that keys you off to that, but like something in and of its nature was very intentionally designed for a purpose, definitely magical in nature.
Okay. This is the top floor, isn't it? Because there weren't more
There
stairs.
is more stairs going
There
up.
are more. Okay, all right.
Hey,
For now, she's gonna.
all ups, baby.
Oh, no, yeah. All right, she's gonna go ahead and write our names in. So
Okay.
all four of us, and she's also gonna write Tyr's name in too.
Okay.
Okay. All right, I think that's all we have. But more ups.
Let's do it.
Uppy uppies.
Uppy, uppy.
Up we go.
Is that a
All
door?
right. So then
Oh,
I
there's a
will
door.
move Oz to here and Kaylin to here
Did you
and
scratch out
Liam
those other
to
two names?
here.
Did you scratch out the other two names?
I did. After
Okay,
you brought
cool.
up the fact that they could be those llamas.
Which two names specifically? Sean and Razel?
Oh wait, I guess we should have finished that conversation because I should have asked. Do we think we should scratch them out? Maybe. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Yeah.
I'm muted. So if we're confident that that's the league, then I think that the name should definitely be scratched out. But I would be hesitant to scratch anybody out that we're just not 100% sure about, because if it's a friend of Zabilna, then maybe she would be upset by that, and we are kind of in her house.
Yeah, it's a fair point. All right, well, we'll keep them there. So yeah, I guess I won't scratch those two out. So we are not scratching out War Duke or Sean or Razel, but Kellic, Zarek,
Okay.
Zargath, and Skylia we are, as well as the hags.
Okay, so yeah, you guys make your way upstairs to find what can quite literally only be described as a vault door. You look forward as there's this incredibly ornate iron door that stands at the top of the staircase. Its surface literally covered with a complex array of cogs, latches, tumblers, with a single round doorknob. and the doorknob itself is engraved with that of an image of a nightingale. Looking at this, you can tell that A, it is locked, but B, you can also tell it's not just a single lock.
God damn it, that really ruined exactly what I was looking at. I was like, I'll knock that bitch open. Never mind.
So Oz is going to pull out his chime of opening that we
Okay.
got many, many episodes ago, and
I didn't even know you
try
had
to
that.
use it.
A what now?
Chime of opening.
Right.
I was gonna say just holler at Vicky. He'll come knock the door down.
Yeah, and we're gonna cast it.
Yeah, and as you do, you definitively hear one of the locks like hard unlock, and several of the gears do shift.
All right.
Can
Well,
we
we're
see
gonna
how many
cast
locks
it again.
are? Yeah.
You can't see how many there are, but upon hitting it again, another one of them does shift, and you hear that familiar sound of a lock unlocking. However, you also hear another one re-engage as it locks.
Ooh.
Ooh. Did we see where it was?
I
Or we
don't
just
think
heard-
you
oh,
can
we can't see it.
specifically see where the lock itself is. I think gauging on the way these cogs are, you can gauge that there's, I'm going to say, somewhere between 5 and 10 locks that are actively engaged on this door. I think, though, as you take the time to really investigate this door, Liam, I believe you are the only one in the present group, and feel free to correct me if anybody else can, but written in Abyssal, oddly
jeez.
enough, at the bottom of the door, it says, "Speak my name."
Oh, shit.
Son of a bitch.
So,
I
guys,
swear to God.
You remember that thing we're looking for, the name? Yeah, so this says, speak my name. I think that's the key to this.
All right. So Oz will just say Zabilna.
And you actually hear several of the locks unlock, but not all of them.
Damn, well done.
Igwilf?
And you hear several locks lock, but several other locks unlock.
Oh, God.
It's got to be the third one, right?
Yeah.
And we're still struggling
We've
with
got
that,
to
right?
find that. We've got to find that secret library.
Okay, and
Yep.
real quick, just for clarification, it's not the Baka Kebab, right? And he does say it like that.
Baba Yaga?
Oh, God, don't say that! Wait, no!
She's saying it.
Like, jumps over and clamps his mouth. Got PTSD.
And you are teleported too.
Yeah, here we go again.
You are teleported to the jaws of Tiamat.
Yeah, but yeah, nothing happens in the door when she says it. I will transparently, and stuff being the only one excluded from this, there is a larger puzzle in and of all of this. And what I'm going to do is roll out the red carpet in that if any of you think your character would have enough information to piece that together, by all means, don't hesitate for story's sake. But that is on you guys.
Okay, hold on a second. The door is a puzzle, and you're saying that we have the information to solve it, and you're saying that if we out of character know it, that
Correct.
Okay, now again, just to be clear here, are you saying that? Okay, full disclosure, some of us are fucking positive what the third name is, but I don't. Is that what we're talking about?
Yes, I figured by now you guys have gotten enough information to put that together. If you think your character has, right? And then that's why I want to be transparent. And like, I think we've all seen enough information to know exactly what this is. Whether you've put it together or not is totally fine. I'm not like faulting anybody. But what I am doing is opening the door that if you feel like out of character, if you know the answer, and in character, you feel like your character would have put that together, feel free to use that information. Don't hold it back out of character because you think you're undoing story elements or something of that nature.
Sure. So here's what I'm going to propose that we do. So let's compile what we've learned that would give us the name, right? and then what? Maybe go from there to decide how we would have pieced it together in character.
If that's what you guys want to do,
If that feels
Kids-
fair, that's because
listen.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't fucking know. Like, and maybe it is me being blissfully ignorant as I am. I know it out of game, but I don't know that I know exactly what's pointing to it, other than some stuff that's really niche.
So there has been. I'm telling you, from the moment we rolled the first die in this campaign,
Yeah.
the answer has been right in front of you.
My favorite one is one of the first ones, okay, but it feels pretty niche, and
Listen, and that's what I'm saying. So like, it's on you guys. If you guys want to discuss it and compare notes and see, that's fine. All I wanted to say is that just because if you feel like someone knows it out of character, if you feel like your character would have put it together, don't hold it back for story elements, because there's a lot more that we have to tell.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't know how we would have figured out in game other than through.
Okay, and that's totally fair.
stuff thing. But maybe it's just me.
I'll
could have
be
missed
honest
stuff.
too, dude. I'm with you, because like the only reason that I finally pieced it together is external D&D knowledge. It had nothing to do with the campaign itself.
Fair enough.
So like now, stuff, if you're holding something up there that you've seen that we all have seen, like
There's so many things.
But
There's
lay it
so
on
It
me,
really
though.
is. Like that's why I said, like, I'm not being, facetious or sarcastic. Like, literally from the moment the first die was rolled, the answer has been staring you in the face.
Okay, so
Like, it is everywhere.
if you remember some of the stuff, then let's lay it out, and then we can, like, I don't know.
What was that? I mean, from the very beginning, Elfie, he came under the influence of one
The laughter.
one
Yeah.
person, and it was just strange that of all the named things there, and of all the nameless things there, and the lost things, I don't know, like, I can't remember that person's name, and then there's that well, the ever looming threat of demons. I mean, there seems to be there's demons and going to the underworld written all over this castle. Clearly.
I'll also elaborate a little bit on that first one. There was that glass case that obviously we're all in question, but that's not the only time you've seen that figure. There was the windows in the bedroom that also depicted that person. There were the glass cases that also depicted that person.
And then
there was the portraits.
Yeah, that's what I was
Bailey
gonna say.
portraits.
Yep, like it is not the only time that you have seen that information.
Yeah, but how would we know what that person looked like? How would our characters know that?
I mean, the glass case at the carnival is a poor representation of that person. Like,
And
in
it was labeled
features,
with her name.
it absolutely was.
Where was the glass case?
It was right outside the Hall of Mirrors.
son of a yeah, because that's what Elfie fell under the influence
Yep.
of, right?
Okay.
And then you guys went into the room that had the 3 jars of heads that also is almost a mirror replica of that, but in HD.
Funny.
Mhm.
Okay, so here's what I think is going to be the most fair, because like I really can't understand how we're supposed to draw the name out without previous information.
Sure.
But what
and
if
listen,
we?
there's more information to be gathered, so don't feel pressured. I just didn't want anybody holding back because they're like, well, I don't want to like screw up the story or whatever. Like, I'm just saying,
It
there's
really does
definitely
come
more
down.
to it.
It really does come down to if I could just be like, yeah, without a shadow of doubt, Liam be like, oh shit, yeah, for sure. The only thing that I can see is like maybe he's run across that spell at some point. Maybe Caldrian talked about it. Maybe he could make like a history check or something like that. And that's the only thing I've got. That spell being nameless at the carnival for some really silly reason. But that feels like such a stretch, you know?
Yeah, no, that's fair. Like I said,
Yeah, I'm not.
there's
I'm not
definitely
even
more clues.
sure.
Like, I'm not trying to force the issue. I just didn't want anybody to be like, well, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to screw up the story or something.
Yeah.
No, I think we can.
No, that's cool.
I think
Appreciate that.
we need to go and find this secret library, and then we can come back and get you your sword. Maybe. I hope
All right,
that's
Dirty
what's up
Birdies,
here.
you thought you was getting the name right now? Nope, we're going to explore some more. Let's do it. Hell yeah. I'm in.
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to go in there.
Okay,
It's
so
so
what I'm going
frustrating
to do-
because I know when it happens, it's gonna be like, oh, this is how they would know it, and it was fucking obvious, you idiots. But like again, I I feel so bad because I know how to game, but I just don't see how it connects in the context of the campaign. I am fine. I'm good. I'm chilling. It's fine.
All right, so I'm assuming you guys head back down this way. Kaylin is already jumping the gun just a little bit as she makes her way downstairs, and I think you would innately stop yourself as you get just a couple steps down and you can hear several individuals talking.
Oh gods.
You kind of take just a peek down the stairs a little bit there as you see an elderly man kind of sitting in what I can only describe to you as a throne, talking to this other individual, this well-armored, like very beefy looking individual who has what seems to be a fire sword on his hip, that they seem to be discussing why they can't open the doors.
All right, back up.
That paid off way quicker than I thought it was going to.
All right.
To be honest, I didn't think
Somebody's
they
name
were
just got
unfrozen.
crossed
I thought
out.
they were all frozen.
That's one of them jokes she
Well-
set up for the long term, and it really just the instant gratification kicked in.
So here's our options, right? We can.
So these are the League of
Oh, I
Malevolence.
suspect so.
Certainly.
I suspect they're the people I scratched the names out. Yeah. Which, I mean, they're not good, but they don't have to know that we're good. They can think we're bad. They can. Yeah. We're bad. Yeah. You know.
We're bad.
Most people look at me and assume that, so I think I'm good.
Here's an idea. I've got one polymorph potion, and I can wild shape. And who's gonna suspect? Animals. There's a lot of things in this castle.
You're gonna open the door for them? Let them go?
No, I just here's the thing. I think they might want to clang clang bang bang us. They might be a little grumpy. So we have two options. I suspect they're going to
think
want to
so.
either fight, or we can pretend we didn't do it, or we can pretend that we're not even humans. as a druid,
I'll also throw out the third option that would involve its own risks, and you guys would definitely need to do some colluding to make it work. But from the opening you're at, you can see off in the distance, out here and out here, there are balconies with doors that lead to the second floor.
and that is 60 feet away, though.
So I have a dimension door. I could step two of us over.
All right. Well, so we have a problem here. We have other people in this tower who could just as easily go right back upstairs and cross our names out of that book and put their names back in it, right?
Well, yes and no. The thing you guys do know is you've just crossed their names out of the book, which means they can no longer open the stag door that has that room sealed.
Okay.
However, you currently have the crown on the stag.
Ah,
We
shit.
currently have the crown on the stag. What does
Which
that
means
mean?
all the stag
Which
doors
means
are
that the
open.
stag doors are open.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like such a piece of shit right now. Like, I just want to point out, even playing Zelda, the puzzles killed me. So I'm just like sitting racking my brain. I'm like, what am I missing? It's right here. Anyways, sorry. Continue.
Oh.
Struggling, bro.
Don't worry, there's a contingency. It's fine.
Excellent. It's really gonna bite me in the ass in a minute. I know it.
All right. Well, this is pretty far across here. I don't think we can get across without flying boots or your broom that you tied to our buddy out there.
Let me see here. Because like I said, I do have a dimension door. I'll have to see what the distance is for it.
It's a long jump.
200 feet. Wait, nope.
Oh wow.
Wait a minute. 500 feet.
Yeah, I think it's within sight of like
Whoa.
500 feet or something.
Yeah.
But how many
Okay,
people can you
then.
take through it?
Give me a second.
I believe it's himself plus one.
I think so.
Yeah.
You can bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed. You can also bring one willing creature.
All right, throw me in the bag. Wait, I might be too big to get in the bag.
We're back to that. Get in the bag. I love it. Wait. Okay, hear me out. Love of my life. Can you shift into something that can fit in the bag?
You know,
I mean, if you were small
question.
enough, we could probably
Yeah,
just
just
hold.
I think most of my wild shapes are large, but let me double check what I think I might have cat. I might have cat
And
on
hear
there.
me out. There's so
Yeah,
if
I get
the
it.
cat was in the bag, which is
I
so
do have
fucking
cat.
funny, by the way,
I'll have to hold my
because
breath.
I'm gonna have to let the cat out of the bag.
Yep, yep. Cat.
In case you guys didn't catch that joke immediately. Does that count as an object that I'm carrying if the cat's in the bag, and then I can take Oz with me?
So yeah, I mean, I think objectively the way that would work is you would be carrying the object of the bag. Now, what the bag being linked to an extra dimensional space, I mean, that's its own little thing. But yeah, I
God.
don't think it would count against you.
Okay. Okay, so maybe that's not the play. I don't want to get you stuck in my bag.
No,
but-
that was the play.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it'll work.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I
Have to
thought you
hold
were
a
like,
breath, but yeah.
He said yes. No, he said he was on
Oh.
board with it. So yeah, okay. All right. Well, kitty cat it is. And then she's gonna.
All right.
this is the best day. Okay.
All right, Liam, it's your choice. Are you going left or right?
Well, we can't ask her now. Do you want to go left or right, bub?
I can still talk in this form.
Oh, can you really?
Can you?
We had talked about
Yeah,
this so many
because
times.
of her telepathy, we established you could.
Oh, well,
So
no, okay, to
nice.
be fair, the only wild shape you've done in the past
I know it's
ever
sorry
has
form.
been starry form, so
Yeah, correct. It's
you've
different.
not
I know.
often been an animal, okay?
True. It's true. Well,
Never mind.
Uh,
Which way do we go?
I mean, I can own. I bet
That left door is open for some reason, and
So
the
you
right
guys were
door
there.
is not.
Oh, so we've been there. This makes this really easy. Let's go right.
Okay.
Right? Feels good?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, he did it,
I'm
so
sure
we're doing
there's
it.
nothing you can do. Yep.
All right, we're going through our door here, and we see a spiral staircase.
You see a staircase down. Those of you who move forward a little bit will find to the hallway to your right is that of a lion door.
Ooh.
And those of you who want to round the corner a little bit will be able to look down the hallway there and identify that this is the same hallway that in fact led to the tower where you guys met Egric that Tyr miraculously put back into place. So
My lord.
the hallway at the end here, the end of the hallway, I believe this door should even be open for you guys, or it may have closed. I don't remember.
Oh,
But either
this
way,
is-
that is the room that teleported you across.
fun. All right, you wanna open some doors up here, or go all the way down?
Away from me.
Was there?
Oh, God, where did she go? Oh, there she
I mean, there's more. There are doors beyond that door that's here
Mhm.
that we didn't get to because we teleported. So maybe we go down those doors.
Yeah, but I mean, we have a door in front of us, so do we want to open it or just go straight to the south?
But this feels like because it was. I want to say this was like the balcony of the troll lady, right?
Dining hall.
Dining hall. Yeah. Unless I'm like all turned around because I feel like north of us is the hallway that we walked through.
All right, we'll
I
lead
could
the
be
way.
wrong.
Where are we
We
going?
can go in. We can go in. I guess
if
there's
I
no harm.
could, real quick, too.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just because we've had such luck with it so far. Should we see what's up the stairs first? Because we hit some pretty good strides with that strategy just a few minutes
Those
ago.
go down.
Oh, my bad. Never mind. Continue on, please.
Yep. Nope.
Ignore me. I'm an idiot. Blind in game,
Yeah.
blind in real life. It's real great.
We're
Okay.
gonna open this door. Okay.
Okay.
What is it? Oh, is that a dollhouse? Oh, a piano.
It is a piano as you guys find yourself on the balcony now overlooking the giant that is still stuffing its face. But as you look, there's almost no food left on that table.
Boy,
Sounds like a problem for a different day.
You have no idea how bad I want to play that piano right now.
what could go wrong?
I mean, I don't have to. I'm just saying the urge is strong.
All right, door north or head back south?
South.
All right, let's go south. Beeline past the puzzle that we.
Oh my
Mhm.
god.
Oh.
No, I
Nobody
won't do
touch?
it.
Nobody
The
touch?
story would be so good, but I'm not going to do it. It's fine.
What the fuck is that? There's a bean coming out the.
Yeah, it's part of the
Where it came up,
beanstalk.
right?
That's technically
Okay.
not there anymore, but yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All
Yeah,
right, south
here we go.
door. Oh,
You guys are moving,
ooh.
bruh.
Let me get to this because now things get interesting.
Oh God.
Oh.
Okay,
I don't like
so
when
we're
Nate
gonna
says
open
that.
this door as you guys enter the flooded hallway. The hallway has arguably no floor, but is filled with what seems like only a couple feet of this very dark, I'm going to say borderline black water. It's like very much like a deep navy blue, but like it looks almost black for just a couple feet. Looking around the hallway, there's these lanterns that kind of flicker with a blue flame. They hang from the ceiling, albeit as you look, they're not actually connected to the ceiling. They just seem to be floating about 30 feet or so above you guys. And they're probably about every 10 feet apart or so. And they produce this very eerie kind of ghost-like reflection on the water. And as you kind of take in the scene and looking around, this empty sailboat seems to kind of drift out of the distance towards you and stops perfectly just in front of you.
Listen,
Like within reach?
Yeah, it's almost as if it's greeting you, all you'd have to do is step forward to be on it.
I'm gonna be real honest. I heard a legend about a boat like this one time, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
What did you hear?
Something about you had to pay the guy 2 coins and he'd take you across, but you really don't want to go where he's taking you. Sorry, I'm making a
Yeah.
stupid reference.
That the
I
river
get it.
Styx.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
So if we like reach our hand out and press down on it, what happens?
It's solid. In fact, I think by looking at it, you probably figure this boat could easily carry 8-10 people.
Put on? Go for a little ride?
I'm gonna cast my familiar out. I haven't done that this long rest, so I am gonna go ahead and throw my raven out to see if she can scout for us.
So, that's a great plan. I was just going to say, the good news is the hags aren't rolling around to screw with us anymore. But if the league is buzzing around, I assume that's pretty bad too, so.
Yeah, probably not the best.
Yeah, so if you want, you can throw your familiar out. I will say from where you're at, you can see at least a couple doors. But the moment your familiar enters this chamber, there is some sort of magic that hinders you from having any sort of communication with it.
Hmm.
All right, well, Oz is going to step onto the boat.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't go anywhere. In fact, I think just taking a moment to kind of like look around, you kind of get the idea that just looking at it, you could probably even steer the boat. And I use the word steer loosely, as there is a tiller on the back, but it would just kind of be more of a go and or stop. There's not really anywhere to turn to.
Welcome to the finale of Wild Beyond the Witchlight, friends, where we're really just going balls to the wall. Creepy boat that's floating?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sure, go ahead.
And you know what? I like it. Let's do it. Liam will get on and hold his hand out to help Kaylin on.
Yep. Let's go.
We're really
I
just
mean,
in
would
on
it be
man.
here if we weren't supposed to get on it?
I like
Were
it.
those freaking yababa guys things there if we weren't supposed to get transported? I mean, it's fine. I'm okay. You know, is there a giant 7-headed dragon perhaps that, you know, if
5.
it wasn't meant to be there, who knows? But
I
sure,
don't know,
let's go with that
are you
logic.
looking into the water to find out?
No.
Okay. So anyway, where are you steering the boat to?
Absolutely not.
I guess first door, guys.
I like it. I'm with you.
Okay.
Do we get the impression we can go backwards?
Yeah, I think you do actually. I think you get the
Okay.
idea. You're almost in full control of this boat.
Okay, so you want to look around the corner before we pick a door?
I say we go right down the line. That way we don't have to backtrack.
Yep.
Because that's kind of where we're fucked right now. Is we're having to do a
Yeah.
lot of
Okay,
backtracking
let's
for
do
doors.
it then.
Yes.
We're gonna
Yep.
poke our
Yeah.
heads in this door here. You
Okay.
guys coming?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. I mean, I was on the boat. Sorry.
You enter this room to find 8 wooden mannequins in tall glass cases.
All right.
Each
Oh, what could
mannequin
go
wears a
wrong?
very distinctly different outfit.
I'm looking for names. I'm staring at the. There's gotta be some names that we're looking for a name. There's a name here somewhere.
Uh-huh.
I believe.
It's an interesting idea.
Are you looking at the cases, or where are you looking for names?
Everywhere.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
give me an investigation
We're
check.
gonna start at the top, go to the bottom. A full clear, baby. Ugh,
Oh, that's rough, guys.
that's rough.
Yeah,
Not
so
Buzz's forte.
unfortunately, you guys haven't found any names. But looking at these, you look at all these different outfits, and the more you really sit and look at them, several of them you've definitely seen before. To the point of one of them matches well, I take that back. 2 of them match the stained glass windows you saw. And in fact, parts of them even match the heads and jars that you saw previously. Those of you who saw the paintings in
Scabatha.
yes, in Scabatha's, it's not Downfall, but anyway, in Scabatha's place before they changed, you'll recognize one of these outfits.
Okay.
And I'll even further point out one of them does look almost identical to that of the mannequin that was at the carnival.
Okay. I can feel it in my bones. It's right here. We're sitting right on top of it, guys. What
All
can
right,
we
let's
do?
go up to that mannequin.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Do we want to touch it?
I mean, it's in a glass case, so
Open the case.
okay. I mean, is that the play?
really just falls to
Let's
the wall, man. Let's
try
do
it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
This
So
Huh?
This isn't like breaking into the case, right? This is like a case we can open easily.
yeah, I mean, you can open it, sure. But yeah, you walk up and you open this case, and
We're looking
of
for
note,
the name sewed into the underwear.
Yeah,
Just-
you know,
Sure.
it's really funny you mentioned that because this
shit.
one is the smallest of all of them, and in fact looks to belong to that of a small child. It's a
funny.
child's like kind of witchy dress, and on the cloak, on the back, embroidered in very elaborate gold thread,
Drum roll.
is the name Natasha.
Yo! Yes! Finally! Fuck yeah! That
Ace just gave that one to us.
yeah,
There were no names
100%.
on there.
too long. Give it up.
Oh,
I'm just gonna hand it to you at this point.
Yeah.
Sure, she went to school and she had to sew it into her
incredible.
collar.
All right,
Christ.
great work. All right, so
We really cracked this
We need-
case wide open, guys.
Feel free to call bullshit, but straight out of the book, I'll just put this here. So
Oh shit.
nice.
That's so good. I was just being funny. VP
God.
blunders
like I
his way
said,
into a
there's a
truth. once again.
contingency, okay? You know, like
Holy shit.
So guys, hear me out.
Yeah.
Do we go back to the vault?
Wait, why? Why do we need to go back to the vault? I mean, do you think one of the League of Malevolence is named Natasha?
Can I insight check this?
I mean, sure, if you want to.
I would absolutely love to.
Let's see. Scroll down. Oh no,
That's a
you don't
dirty
get to
20.
make your insight roll, so it doesn't matter.
Oh shit! Damn it! I forgot. Damn it! I'm so sorry. I wasn't trying to jump ahead.
But even at that, Liam does get a 19, so
Woo!
I think you're pretty good.
Okay, and so what I'm getting is she's avoided this every single time that we brought it up, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so he's gonna kind of like walk right in front of Kaylin and be like, "You know something about this that you're not telling us, and I think we need to know why."
I'm gonna have you back that up about
Okay.
a half second,
Go.
and you're going to rephrase that as, you know something about Natasha and you're not telling us.
Yeah, sure. Love
And
it.
I'm going to have you phrase it like that only because I feel like that is going to cue stuff up for something she has been building
Woo!
for a minute.
All right. You know something about Natasha, and you're not telling us why.
Natasha.
I'm putting this on the RP screen. I'm so ready for this.
Wait. No, that's. Is that him or is that her? It's both of them. But they're. Tosh. It's. Yeah. Tosh. You, the whole. It was right there. It was right there. It was Natasha. But he's Tosh and she's Natasha. But they're both here. There. We're here? The in my head, there's a lot in my head, but his name, I couldn't remember his name and her name. I mean, kind of her name. It's Tosh. I remember. Oh, wait, but that means I'm not just Kaylin. So this is confusing. Wait, then that's my name. I'm Kaylin Tosh. So Kalishtar, we name ourselves. One part is either our human or elven name, and the other part is our quarry. And his name's Tosh. And Tosh found Natasha when he was trapped in that frog, that fucking hag. They found each other. It's funny that they're both named Tosh, Natasha, Tasha, Natosh. But they've both been here the whole time. It was the things sometimes I have that kind of creepy laugh. Well, I think that was her.
That really has been setting up this whole time. Holy shit. Okay. Yep.
And then he's been there too. And it was her. But that's her. That's the name. That's the one. I swear, I think it's because of the telepathy, and she and my quarry, of course, is like he doesn't have a form, and all he is psionic energy, and so they could talk, and in the darkness of being frozen, she still found him. She found Tosh, so he didn't have to be alone. And I think he loves her. You know, like how you saw my crazy and you still loved me, Liam. I think Tosh saw Natasha's crazy, and I think he still loves her. I don't think that she loves him back because she's got a lot going on and complicated relationship history. Wait, but then if she's Natasha and she's been here and you've been here because I let you in here, does that mean that... Wait, what was the name of your demon?
Someone's got to feed me that. I don't remember.
I think it was Fraser Blue.
Yeah, Fraser Blue. Yeah, definitely. Had that ready to go.
Do you think... Oh, God, do you think that... Oh, God, do you... But they were Igwilv, the ones upstairs. Oh, God. Are they... Is that yours? No, they said they were from someone else. Didn't they? Grega. It was him. But Froz and Graz, That's his father. Oh God. Do you think they know?
I'm gonna have to reel you in here, okay? You're doing the
Oh.
thing where you're really throwing a lot of information at different. I need red lines, darling. I need red lines connecting.
Okay. My quarry's name is Tosh, and she's Natasha.
Okay.
And they've both been here.
Yeah, let's start there. Actually, I have a question about that. So you're
Yeah.
saying that your quarry knows Zybilna because her name is Natasha, yes?
Well, not because of her name, but because all she had was the ability to think. I mean, her body's frozen, but she's obviously pretty powerful.
So you're
I mean,
saying
3
that
hags
her
couldn't kill her.
consciousness knows your quarry.
Oh, they know each other, and I
my.
kind of know her too. I mean, I've been seeing, those flashbacks I get, like the book. Like we went to get Bavlorna's book, but then I wasn't seeing Bavlorna's book. I was seeing her book, and then like we went to the
Natasha's.
cauldron.
Hold on, one thing at a time.
Yes,
You see
yes,
Natasha's.
Natasha's
Okay.
book. Natasha's book. That was
Okay.
Natasha's book. And then like the cauldron.
So you
I
were
was
seeing
the
you were
cauldron.
seeing her memories, and that's why you recognized the book. Okay.
Yeah. This whole time. But like I feel like I know her, but she's complicated. But I guess as complicated as I am. So
And then just to clarify too, you're saying that because Zybilna's been frozen, that her consciousness was reaching out and alone, and it could stop me if I'm way off base here, but her consciousness found your quarry and they kind of have each other, and that's why they're both in your head.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the quarry's in my head because I,
Or
busted him
Kalistar.
out of the thing, and got him back. But I kind of, it's like, when you pick up a hitchhiker on the road sometimes, like those hitchhikers sometimes have hitchhikers on them,
Sure.
No, you never done that? Okay. Well, sometimes they have a pet in their pocket that you don't know about. Who knows? Maybe they're carrying a frog.
When
Well,
you got your
she was my
quarry
frog.
back from Bavlorna,
Yeah.
Natasha was
Tosh.
just there.
His name's Tosh. Tosh
right.
that's his name. Tosh. God, I've forgotten it. Yeah. Yeah, I got Tosh back, and I think Natasha saw a great opportunity, probably, to hitch a ride and help maybe steer us a little bit. Maybe.
Okay, I'll buy that. But this is just the last thing that I have to ask in regards to, I just realized my sign wasn't on. Why is it every time that we've got close to this, you've just changed the subject and kind of avoided it?
It's like, have you ever had this feeling of you don't know what the fuck is going on in your mind, and sometimes it's easier to run away than it is to just sit in that feeling of I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, and I know I should, but I don't, and it's just sometimes it's just easier to run away. And a part of you thinks that if they knew the truth, because a part of me knew the truth, but I didn't know. But I was afraid that if I knew the truth, and you guys wouldn't trust me anymore. Because I don't really know what she's capable of. And if she can control me sometimes, that's kind of scary. But I think I'm me. I think I'm more me now. She gets eyes, but not hands. My hands, I can.
So
Yeah, I get to choose what I do with my hands. Yeah.
first off, 2 real button on that whole running way. But in game, if Natasha is Zybilna, why would we not trust you? Zybilna seems to be a good person, right?
That's because you don't know everything about her. She's dark. She's dark.
And I think even as she says that, you're able to glance just at the outfits on the corner. As you look, starting on one end, you see that of a, brightly colored, youthful child's dress. And as it goes, it's progressively darker and darker. and darker, even just
Oh.
in scheme, as you can kind of gather that towards the end, it's just these long, flowing black robes. And I think to the point where, looking at the end, you guys see an outfit that maybe you don't know a name, but you've heard stories, seen pictures, fairy tales, if you will, of the Witch Queen of Perrinland. And that outfit is just a literal recreation of these fairy tales that you've seen time and time again.
Okay, and this also clicks for Leah, and it clicked for me specifically. But this goes back to the book that we saw earlier, right? Not the one that you're talking about, but where the favor book or the contracts or whatever.
Yeah.
Like the deals made with Zabilna were usually pretty
Yeah.
forgiving,
She's the
and
mother.
she's the what?
She's like, like she's the mother. She wants to show people love, and she's pretty certain that the only way that people would love her is if she gave them something.
Okay.
And she wanted peace. But there's other ports.
And then there's, I never can pronounce the other one, the
Igwilf?
Igwilf. That's another one of the personalities. And then you're saying this Natasha is the dark personality.
She was young and naive and impulsive and might have killed a lot of people to get what she wanted, and was like really ambitious. Very smart. Really rough upbringing, Yeah. Like, wow, I mean, how good can you turn out? Think of the hags. Bob, the mother of those hags was also her mother. Like, how good of a childhood can that be, right? You turn out pretty messed up too.
Oh. Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
it doesn't excuse what she did, but yeah, she did a lot of bad stuff in that time.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
She
couple
did fall in love,
positives.
though. Yeah. It might have been with the demon lord, and she might have imprisoned him later, and taken all of his power. But like, she fell in love.
That's beautiful. I guess. I really don't.
Yeah. I just kind of fear that maybe he's looking for her now, because I don't think he stayed in prison forever.
Okay. Actually, to back up on that too, are you saying that the same demon lord who she loved is the demon that
Well, they're related.
Oh.
Yeah, and I just out of curiosity, I did roll an insight check for Liam. When you had your little confrontation, he did make mention of how he was after her specifically.
Oh shit! I forgot about that. Oh shit! Wait, this is bad, because if he's still in me, then he knows about her now.
And that's also part of why I didn't want to say.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry. This is on me. I dug too deep.
It was gonna come out one way or another, But now we know her name. Now we know her. We can free her. We can, right? Sword first, maybe. I don't know.
I'm really cool with whatever. I'm just a little concerned that I'm jeopardizing this whole mission now again.
Well, no.
Do we need a sword to free her? We just need her name, right?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Well, there were 3 things you needed.
The name, the feed it to me. I don't.
3.
I know the name. That's what I got.
Anybody else remember?
The name lost forgotten. The Lord.
Did you hear the sound?
Go, Tyr!
And the heart to press on.
And the heart.
Right?
That's on. Mhm.
Very good, guys.
Guide us, Tyr.
There's just a Force Ghost of Tyr in the corner there.
He just pops up. He's. Oh,
This is like the
God.
ghost of Christmas past.
Oz is now a cleric of Tyr.
Oh Oh, I was about to make the same joke, like somebody's gonna multi-class into a fucking cleric or whatever.
It's like he's speaking to us.
Holy shit! It's like he's.
But
still
here's the
here.
thing. Here's the thing. I'm still scared.
Yeah, I'm kind of
because-
scared now too.
Well, which one are we gonna wake up? I mean, did we do everything she wanted us to? Like, is this the time? Is it now to wake her up, or do we need to, atone for our sins? I'm just kind of feels like a big moment. Huh?
Okay.
And based on what you
Okay.
just told us, are we sure we want to free her?
Of course we do.
Well,
What do you mean you wouldn't free her? How wouldn't you free her?
actually, I had another thought too. Is like, do we think freeing her from the time spell will get her voice out of your head, or like her consciousness? I guess maybe is the better.
I think if you don't free her, her being in my head is the least of your worries.
Well, so that's what I'm saying. Actually, one of my biggest worries currently is that she's in your head, and what I'm asking you is do you think us unfreezing her will rid you of that?
I should certainly hope that I could escape from this puny body.
Oh dear.
I think it's a fair assumption to make.
Okay, full transparency. Liam's all in on freeing Isabella immediately. I'm in.
No, but we don't.
All
Have,
right.
it doesn't have to be like immediately. Like we can still go get your sword. It's okay. I mean, there was that like vault. Like we have her name now, right? Like we're literally like just one staircase away. She's farther. Let's go get your sword first, honey. Now's the time. And Kaylin's gonna start leaving.
I mean, you're also in room 1 of this very secretive magic river that, is a whole thing.
Yeah. There's a whole
Imagine if she discloses her name in the first room. What's in the other room?
Well, he talked me into it, Bub. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah.
Sailing on down the river.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
That's enough for me. Also, this is completely off subject, but look at how much sun I got. You seeing like the stark contrast of my I just noticed. I like looked up. I'm like, oh gods. Sorry.
Look, I was told that Elfie needed a really good nap for today, so I think that we should Elfie nap.
Yeah,
And
he's
so-
taking a cat nap.
Yes. Really solidifying that plot armor. Love it.
He's gonna come back to have long rested.
Hey, that's good.
All right,
Perfect.
Oh, talk about a nice cat nap.
let's we throwing this door open.
Yeah,
Apparently,
man.
Oz is swinging
Let's
doors.
go
open.
door number
Hey,
2.
Liam.
Oh gods.
Yeah, this room.
Oh no! Don't say
Oh
that.
yeah.
I'll
You
be
open this room to what appears to be that of a nursery. But
Oh boy.
this doesn't look great. You open the door, and this room is just laden with flies and maggots and everything of the sort, just literally surrounding this room. The floor is just almost crawling with different bugs and maggots and everything of the like. But in the center of this room, the thing that you noticed the most are these 8 wicker cradles that stand upright, literally covered in filth and just everything disgusting. Lashed to each cradle is this kind of 3-foot wooden pole that extends over the top of them and forms that of like a mobile. And you see hanging from each of them seems to be a set of letters, no different than you'd expect over any cradle. Each of these letters seem to be written in Elvish, so those of you who can read that, feel free to disclose that, and we can go further. But as you take a moment to look inside each of these cradles, there's these small, misshapen creatures, and I use the term creature loosely, as these things look incredibly deformed and just something about them carries almost a sense of just a sinister emotion, as they have claws that don't seem right and their bodies misshapen, and they just lay there seemingly content.
Yeah, Oz can read Elvish, so we'll take a look at the letters.
Yeah, so each one has about 3 letters hanging above it that kind of, circles around. But the letters across all of them, if you take some time to look at all 8 of them, the only letters you ever find are A, B, I, L, N, Y, and Z.
So it spells Zybilna.
There are enough to spell Zybilna.
My man's quick with these friggin' letter games.
Alrighty, we got another name, Zybilna. We want to do anything with these creatures or continue on?
I prefer not.
I mean, do they? They're creatures. Like, can we try and speak with them? Like,
Kaylin, I don't think you have to. I think you lay eyes on these, and there is a brief sense of I don't want to say longing, but of a parent laying eyes on their child for just the briefest moment. But it's twisted, it's dark, it's different. And as you lay eyes and actually look at each of them individually for a brief second, it quickly comes together for you specifically that these aren't just creatures, but this is literally an enchantment. This is a manifestation. And as you look at them, you're able to identify them each individually in a circle as raw emotion that has been rended from an individual and stashed away in this room. And you can look and you see annoyance, loathing, rage, disgust, disdain, maliciousness, envy, and jealousy all sealed away in this room.
she tried to. I think she tried to be a better person and didn't know what to do with all the negative. So I think, as powerful as she is, she used that magic to maybe store some of it away here. And I think we should leave it. Because, I mean, she certainly tried to make a beautiful place with Prismere, and it seems that she's loved by the people here. More loved than feared, certainly.
There's obviously a good side.
Yeah. So maybe we leave this.
I agree.
Maybe if
Remember,
anything,
Yeah.
lock the door and
That'd
make
be-
sure that somebody else can't fuck this up.
remember 20 sessions ago when we were like, oh yeah, this is a fun little perky adventure in the Feywild.
Yeah. It was a really enchanting place.
I feel it's
Once.
important in these last 2 episodes to really reflect on the themes and what we thought we were getting into. I'm good to just leave this.
I mean, do we think there's...
Yep, same. Carry on.
Does the knock spell lock doors as well as unlock them, or is it unlock only?
I think it just unlocks them.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I don't want the other people to come here and find it and fuck it up.
We're fixing to free her, so I don't think that'll be a problem much longer either way.
Okay.
She'll be free, you'll be free, we'll all be free, and it's gonna be great.
Okay.
Manifesting
All
here.
right.
I mean, we can go fight them.
I'm just gonna keep a lookout. I don't know. I don't have anything I can place to make an alarm or something, do I? All right. Well, hopefully it'll be okay. Okay, let's
Okay.
keep going, I guess.
You guys want to go to the last door? I'll save
May
you
as
the
well.
effort of running around.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll go, down the river here, and you'll end up in front of this door.
In front of the van.
Down by the river.
Man, we went 2 different places, and I love that.
Man, that's a
Yeah,
long,
there
lazy
it is.
river.
Yeah, it is.
What? Where are we?
Liam conjures a beer cooler full of beer. Just,
Yeah.
just river tubing. Sorry. Please continue.
Okay, are we opening the door?
Why not?
Do it.
That looks great.
You open the door to see a dozen or so floating candles that cast very dim light that's flickering over this kind of windowless, sealed, very carefully arranged library. Ebony bookshelves fill the volumes bound with these jet black fabrics. The books have no titles on any of them, but in the middle of the room, a black quill pen rests on a writing desk next to a jar of black ink.
Is there any paper by it?
There is a single piece of paper that is seemingly attached to the desk.
I just realized that you guys couldn't see these last few rooms, and I'm so sorry. I put it on the RP for that big reveal there.
For the...
So sorry.
Yeah.
You didn't miss much. The descriptions were apt.
Yeah, I guess Oz is gonna look at the paper. Is there anything on it?
There's not.
You think that Kaylin should take a look?
Sure. Where's the paper?
Oh, God.
I would arguably just be kind of like, where Oz is, just sitting in the middle of this room. It's kind of a podium desk-ish, if you will. Think of like a writing desk that is looking forward out. Kind of, if you were standing at the desk, you would be looking forward at all of the bookshelves.
Okay. And it is just a blank piece of paper.
Let's write something.
Oh God. And there's nothing on the books don't have anything on them, you said.
Correct.
Are the books this is a terrible idea. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it. What are these bookshelves made out of?
Ebony.
Fuck.
Was
Are
you
they
about
all,
to
like,
ask if you
uniform?
could talk to the bookshelves? Gosh, she's been dying to talk to a tree this whole damn time.
I just want to talk to the bookshelves if they're made of wood. I mean, ebony's made out of what's ebony made out of?
Oh boy.
So here's what I will say.
I won't be able to hear for just a second. I'm gonna put my hoodie on.
Kaylin, for you, I think the minute you lay eyes on them, there is one thing that does catch your mind. At one point in all of this, you kind of quickly palmed a book before anybody got a chance to see it. That
Sure
book
did.
has an identical cover and spine to the rest of these.
Okay. Well, Kaylin's gonna pull that out of her little satchel and go, well, I guess I told you all the secret now. She's gonna open up a book.
Oh shit, she had the book?
She had
A book.
a book, and the book that she had is titled The Faceless Lord.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And is
I'm
that
trying
on the
to
outside
use
or
it
on the
for
inside?
So that one is written on the outside. In fact, I think looking at it, you guys would be able to tell that the book Kaylin currently holds is likely that of a reproduced copy, if you will.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab just a random book off the shelf and open it up.
It is entirely blank.
All right, we put it right back.
It was a good read. Is it blank for Kaylin?
I mean, she's welcome to check.
I guess I'll go up and open it.
It is, in fact, blank.
Okay. I was just curious.
I am going to speak 3 names. Sibilda, Igwil, Natasha.
Doesn't seem to have any effect.
Did we try? I missed some stuff. Did you try writing on the thingy?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, let's write their names down.
Write their names down or our names down?
Write the 3 names.
Okay.
You can try writing ours.
It's totally
see
funny
if it has
that
it.
as of right now we're 3-2. I don't like that. The symbolism's scary.
It's crazy the number of times that number 3 comes up in the.
Never.
Just
Sure,
gonna
go
write
ahead and write
3 on the paper.
Just the
Just write
number
the
3.
3. That's all. Yeah.
I mean, listen, we have this dope password now. We should just try it on everything.
Sure. Let's write them. We'll write the 3 names.
Which one are you writing first?
Natasha.
And the minute you finish writing it, before you can continue, a book flies off the shelf. And it lands promptly on top of the piece of paper, just
Hey.
as the ink that you wrote fades. And VP, if you care, the prop for this is going to be to your left, but the book that lands in front of you now has a golden title on the front of it that reads Natasha's Cauldron of Everything.
Hold on, I'll get it.
Oh my god. Oh,
This is a
gosh.
great opportunity, friends, to talk about how I figured out what the fucking name was. She's on the cover of the fucking book. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm fine. Don't let your kids watch
Okay.
this. I'm very vulgar.
So what information do we want at this point? I mean, we can read her information. Do we?
And do we learn new rules about a TTRPG, or is there different information in there?
So,
There's subclasses.
funny enough, it's pretty much the same information. It contains basically a grimoire of all of her spells. All of the spells from Natasha's hideous laughter to there is a plethora of spells that are developed solely by Natasha and the things she has worked towards that are isolated in that book. I will say specifically for those of you that take the time to actually open and read the book, this appears to be a handwritten copy that contains like ledger notes and editor's notes. Like this is the original copy
First
of her book, right? Like this is not a reproduced mass available copy. This is something that like has her notes written in there.
Such things as my dear sweet lucky reader. No, I'm saying. Anyway.
I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm gonna write the name Igwilv.
Yeah, and Natasha's Cauldron of Everything flies back to a shelf. And this time, another book lands in front of you. This one titled The Faceless Lord.
Whoa.
And are you opening it, or are we just leaving this one there?
I mean,
Wait,
how,
don't you
how
have
much
that book,
evil
though?
is emanating? No, I have the copy.
Oh, so this would be the first. Okay.
I suspect this is the first edition. I
Well,
mean, how much
yeah.
evil is emanating from this thing? Like,
I thought,
From this specifically, probably less than what you would think, but there's definitely another book here.
oh god.
well, now hold on a second.
Yeah,
I thought
let's-
that Tasha was the bad one. Igwilv was like somewhere in the middle, and Zabilna was like the good witch. No.
I mean, 2/3 of her have done some interesting things.
Oh, okay. Well,
All right, let's open it up.
Yeah, and so on the front cover, just inside the front cover, you find just a small written note. Here lies Igwilv's private account of her many dealings with Jubilex, the Demon Prince.
oh god. There's a reoccurring theme in this place that Liam really just detests.
I don't remember Jubilex.
Yeah, you really don't have a reason to. The emphasis I think that would catch you there is that he is in fact a demon prince.
I mean, yeah, that does ring a bell. Oh, this could be fun. I'm gonna write Fraser Blue on the
Oh
thing.
God.
Yeah, and you do. And every candle in this room goes out. And
Whoa.
above you is a single candle that now has a black flame. As
Oh,
a
boy.
different book comes out and lands on the podium. As the book lands, you can almost hear these haunting, wailing sounds as the room, barely lit by this candle itself, the cover of the book almost fighting back faces and claws trying to reach out of the book, as there's no titles, but you can hear them calling out.
Oh no!
As before you absolutely lies a book that you have seen before.
I swear to God, I'll be in a nursing home and this campaign's gonna come back to haunt me.
Oh god!
I really wish she hadn't have done that.
I'm so sorry, honey.
What was the name you wrote?
I wrote
Fraser Blue.
Fraser Blue.
My demon daddy.
Hey, hold on. What happened to the
Oh.
books?
Well, sorry, what was your question, Jay?
What happened to the books?
There's-
They all went away, but there's a very different book that now lays in front of you guys that carries just the highest potential of sinister energy that you can possibly imagine.
I really don't think we should open this.
No, I don't think we should either. I gotta be honest.
Try a different name, please.
Open it. Open it.
I'm gonna write. Tell me a name. I can't think of a name right now.
You didn't do Sibilna.
The book is laying on top of the paper, so
Oh God, I
I'm gonna
don't.
do a hag name.
Okay, I don't want to do it, but it only makes sense for me to do it. I'm gonna pick it up, and move it, so she can write the name.
yeah, the moment that you touch that book, there is this like surge of energy that rifles through your palm, through your body, and for the briefest moment, your eyes flash black as night, like you just and you can feel this incredibly overwhelming presence, this lingering hunger, this dominating control that is consuming every bit of your body in that moment. And the last time you felt this was when you had a conversation with somebody and you thought you lost. But now this is 3, 4, 5 times that, as if you are shaking hands with that individual directly.
Okay,
Can we
so
see his reaction? Is this physical
I
reaction?
think visibly you see his eyes flash for a moment, but aside from that, it is like he is living an eternity in those literal seconds as you guys react. But I mean, it's like his life is literally being stolen from him, like eons are passing for him as he's holding this book for moments.
Oh shoot.
And is he able to put the book down?
He's not.
yeah, seen that coming.
Caleb's
I
gonna come up
was gonna go
and-
touch him and cast guidance on him. Are you okay?
At the moment you touch him, you are also consumed as this energy
Jesus Christ.
is now absolutely a vacuum. This is so far beyond either of your comprehension and capability at this point that it is absolutely owning the both of you.
Oh
It's
no.
all on you, girl.
Save us here.
Yeah, save us, dear! Oh my god. Well, I wasn't planning to do this, but I think I have to go get Tasha. I'm gonna try one thing though. I'm gonna go ahead and I am gonna try and cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on this book.
On the book?
Yep.
Yeah, so as you cast on the book, I think you casting this only makes the book fall to the floor, which does set them both free, but like the book is still emanating this negative aura, this just consuming capability. As the book is let go, I think it is very clear to both Liam and Oz the name of this book. The name that it carries is Demonomicon.
Okay, as soon as Liam is like conscious and able, he's just going, write a different name. He's here. Write a different name.
Zybilna.
Thank you.
You write a different name, and her book, that book does go away.
Whew.
And the room's lights shift back, but no book shows up this time.
I feel like Liam takes a seat. Oh gosh.
I almost died.
I almost died. Oh.
Okay. Holy.
All right, that was something.
Well,
How you guys feeling?
a little scared. I don't know if the knowing is worth it at this point. I mean, I suppose there's information to be had here, but at what price? Maybe it's time.
I actually am curious, just real quick. What happens if you write one of our names? That can't be too
Sure.
much harm, right?
Yeah.
We're not
I think
cosmic beings.
Kaylin's gonna write her name because she's too afraid to put Liam in some situation again.
Yeah, I feel like as you write down Kalen's name, nothing happens.
I would have shit if Zybilna's book showed up. Like, hey, we cracked the code. I mean, just out of curiosity. Listen, I'm not touching another book, so just see what happens if you write mine or Oz's name down. Or Tears even. Okay, listen, again, not to be morbid about it, but
Yeah.
Tear might be a safe bet.
There's got to be a legacy out there.
Yeah.
What if we did a hag?
Yeah, we could do a hag, I guess.
Have Lorna's name down.
All right, put that evil witch in. Right, Bab Lorna.
And nothing shows up.
Huh. I'll be real honest.
I mean,
I've not been in a ton of libraries, but this is my least favorite one.
Are you writing other names down?
I'm thinking if there's anyone else I can think of that would make
Marcus.
sense.
Yeah, I mean, listen, just write it down. Let's see what happens.
Oh, this is probably another bad idea. Can I write Tiamat?
Oh, God.
Oh,
You
God.
really are a glutton for punishment, aren't you?
I just want to know what she knows.
Oh, boy.
Let's see, of the books that are in here. Yeah, so you get a book that is, I'm going to butcher, but I believe it is Prophecies of Explicita Defilius.
Uh-huh. Like defiling, expletive defilings prophecies that are expletive and
Yeah, so if you open the front cover, the little blurb on the inside says, a transcription of various prophecies told by a spirit naga from the plane of Earth.
well, do any of those prophecies involve dragons?
I mean, are you going to read through the entirety of this book? I will tell you this one is quite large.
Interesting. There's not like an index, D for dragon.
Not so much.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I have any cool spell to, power read.
Just
and I'm
out of
guessing I can't
curiosity here,
put plants on the page.
your little hitchhiker doesn't really give you any hints in here, does it?
Nice. Oh, my hitchhiker?
Well, one of the two, yeah.
Well,
One's
she
dead, though.
did give me an idea. Are you sure you're okay?
No, but if you think it's a good idea, sure.
Kaylin's gonna write Liam's name down in the.
Oh, I kind of told you to do that already, so that's fine.
I know, but I was afraid.
Yeah, and in doing so, that same black book
Oh,
comes
no!
back. Has before you lays the Demonomicon.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that one depressed me. That really said.
He's still
All
with you.
right. How are we gonna get it off this time? Mage hand it.
Ugh. I'm all jokes aside. I do think that like Liam gets pale. I don't know what pale is for a red person.
Yeah, it's pink.
It's like
Looking rather pinkish.
Yeah, I'm not picking that up, and I would advise that none of us pick that up.
Then we could just leave it
Yeah.
and go. Is it? What's the? I don't know. What's the power it has by being left out?
It means that he's still there, though, doesn't it? It means that your demon still has hold.
Because the book is here.
Because I put Liam's name, and this. Unless it doesn't. I mean, it was the same book, the Demonomicon, when I put the F-bomb on this
The
page.
F-bomb. Oh, sorry. That's funny.
I mean, does that mean that you're still tied to the abyss?
I guess so.
I want you to promise me something. Kaylin's gonna, I think she had Igric in her bag. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. She's gonna take Igric out. And she's gonna say, Igric, we know all three names.
And actually, I think as you do, he looks over and he goes, "Oh, it's Mom's book."
You mean the one that's chanting "One must die"?
He kind of shrugs. I don't know. She wrote it.
Does it always chant that though?
And he kind of looks at you like real puzzled. I don't know. I don't read.
Pixel, I'm glad you're here. Go ahead, Ace. let him hear what you just... We got fucking hit with it, bro. It was real bad.
It's Trotter deep.
God.
I need to understand though, this book, why is it connected to my husband?
Also, what does that have anything to do with me promising anything?
As he kind of just looks at you, looks back at Liam, looks at the book. I don't know. His name's probably in the book. It kind of contains like all things revolving the abyss. So, I mean, I don't know.
Wait a minute. Okay, hold on a second. So you're saying that Natasha wrote my name in that book because she wrote it?
He kind of shrugs and goes, "Well, this book's a little different. She wrote it to begin with, but..." And he kind of points as you can see like the cover of this book, like again, claws and faces and things almost fighting to come out of this book. She started writing it. Yeah. And then it kind of became a book of its own. And now Now it's a thing. I came out of that book.
We can scratch your name out.
Well, how do you
What are
plan
you
on
talking
doing?
about? We can't touch the book.
Yeah.
As Egret hops down and is like standing on it and just pushes it aside.
Okay, well, one of us can touch the book, apparently.
Neat trick, buddy.
And he looks at you like real confused. I just told you I came out of this book.
And you,
This is what she used to bring me here. Like what? You guys don't get out much, do you?
No, we
No,
don't.
not really. This is the biggest adventure I had in my life, to be honest. So, did she like write your name and then you boop? Or is it a little more complicated than that?
And his head turns like a dog, like trying to figure out what's going on as he looks at you and goes, do you remember how you were conceived? That doesn't even make sense. Why would I know that? I was just here one time.
All right. Well, fine. How about this? Have you ever seen a name get scratched out of the book?
He thinks like real hard. I've seen scratches on the book. I've been scratched by the book. Mom's been scratched by the book. Sometimes she scratches the book. No, she doesn't write in it much. She writes on this as he points to like the paper next to the book. She reads from it a lot, though. She reads from it a lot.
love
Yeah,
that.
it seems like a real nice bedtime story. I mean, I don't know, Liam. Do you think it could? Do you think if it should we look? I mean, maybe this is how we
Do,
get out.
I'm going to
do
be.
we remember when we were looking at the contracts how they were worded?
Contracts?
Yeah, that room we were in had all the big rolls of contracts made
Mm.
with the various legal or whatever.
Yeah, what are you talking about wording wise, though?
I mean, if she writes things down here, we need to know the verbiage to use if we were going to write something down here.
I can write things down as Egret takes a claw and like is clawing at the piece of paper and then points and he goes, Mom says this is where I'm from. I don't know what it means, but she taught me and I remember it. And I think Liam is the only one that can even read Abyssal to see that he just wrote the word abyss on the paper. At which point, the book does go away and a different book shows up. And a new book that lands has the title Thingazard's Night Balloon.
The fuck? Thingazar's night balloon?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a Charizard's day balloon in there?
Well, so if you flip open the cover, you see a subtitle that says Instructions for Building a Magic Vessel that can safely traverse the layers of the abyss.
Well, you said the V word. I'm in.
Give me my vessel.
And this is how Wild Beyond the Witchlight turned into, you guessed it, Out of the Abyss.
Look,
Or
There's-
into the abyss.
Yeah, exactly.
that's it, right. That's what I'm saying. It seems to be leading that way.
Cool. So
Do
just
we-
to kind of touch back on this thing, here's what I'm worried about. I'm afraid what this means is that my deal, he already had me, and I just solidified it with the deal that I tried to make earlier. So I don't think scratching my name out of the book is going to mean anything. I don't think that's how that contract's going to work.
But it does mean that maybe she can do something. I mean, this is her book, right? She has control over some of this. She makes things from
What?
the abyss.
Well, I mean, this might not be a perfect win, but what if you could transfer your ownership to Sibilda?
Hmm. Trading one master for another.
Lesser evil, perhaps.
I don't know. But I do think that maybe what this means is it's time to wake her up.
I agree.
Absolutely.
All right, now, little gremlin, you little chaos monkey, I need you to understand something here. We are not blowing up the cauldron. We have all the information we need to do this peacefully, all right?
As he kind of looks at you and goes, fine, if you don't want to save the whole castle, you do whatever you want. As he's like now like wandering, walking across the shelves, like messing up the book, like not like messing up, but like pushing some over and like just randomly, like he'll pull it like halfway out and then just leave it, like not just vaguely disorients the entire library.
Kaylin's gonna press to digitate it clean and say, no, come here.
It's like he scowls at you, like he was working on an art project and you just undid it. And now he's real upset by it.
Get in my bag, all right?
He crosses his arms and like visibly pouting as he does what he's told.
We're gonna go see Mom, okay?
All right, let's go find Mom.
All right.
Okay, so let me double check this here. Okay, so I guess my larger question is, what is your path as far as going back downstairs? Because there's a lot of ways to go to there, but which of them are we choosing?
Well, how did we get here even?
Can we backtrack to the? Oh no, because we still have the troll eating at the dining table. If we backtrack through the vine area, right?
No, because we could do shoot through the vine area.
You could go down that way.
Yeah, the vine area doesn't that then put us where we could just go back through the front door at this point?
So if you go down the vine area, like where you guys went up through that tower, there was another door to the south that you never went through.
Okay.
I don't know that we want to explore right now, since we do know there are still some potential enemies in the area. So beeline is probably best.
Correct. And we don't have my broom, so we can't fly over the troll this time. And oh, there was the staircase. Yeah, so if we went back up, so if we go back down the river, and then we go back through the hall with the yabaga, and then up the hall and to the left was the staircase that we can take down.
That is correct.
Yeah, and then that'll get us back to the throne room area.
Okay, so if that's the route we're taking, I'm going to shift us here. That'll put you at these stairs here, that with a lion door now next to you.
The lion door now next to us.
Here.
Like on the left? Okay. Oh, that was probably, wait, there was some place we couldn't get through. Hold on, this must be the throne room then. Because remember there was lion doors that we couldn't get to when we were sneaking around the Jabberwock.
I guess so.
Who was in that room with the Jabberwock?
A bunch of frozen people.
Wasn't Zabilna was in there though, right?
She was. That's why I'm trying to get back to her.
Yeah.
Okay.
So why do we need to go through a door we haven't opened before to get back?
There was some lion doors in that room, right?
Correct. I think there was lion doors in that room that we never went through, and I think this is one to get. I think on the other side of this door is Zabilna.
Yeah, this might be.
All right, well, let's try it.
Yeah.
Okay, and now that you're able to unlock these doors.
Ah, perfect.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
All right, who's got the magical device?
I've got the Igric with the Eladon with the horn.
Yeah, and I think for the first time, Igric is kind of somber. Like you can laying eyes on Zabilna again. You can see he's like actually kind of calm, even a little emotional. He doesn't really say anything, but he just kind of produces the chest, or the small box, if you will, as he kind of just holds it up to you. He doesn't really say anything, doesn't really denote anything. You can see in his eyes that he's worried.
Why are you worried?
He kind of takes a big sigh and he goes, what if it doesn't work?
I have to imagine she sent me all these beautiful dreams. Dreams that showed me pieces of her and pieces of me, and clues that led us to this moment, including the 3 things that I think that she sent me to know it would work.
And he takes another deep sigh and he goes, but what if it wasn't her? And he kind of points to her and then points over to the cauldron. He goes, there's one thing I know works.
She would be so mad. I can't imagine taking away her source of power. There's so many wrongs that she needs to right, and she needs her source of power to be able to do that.
He kind of just takes a deep breath as he holds the box out to you. He goes, okay, if you say so.
Okay. She's going to look to Liam and to Oz. She's going to say, are we ready?
Let's do it.
Liam?
Do you guys trust me? I would feel better if you would kind of stand with me up here. Just in case she sees me, and if I really am being controlled by this demon, I would prefer her to see me first.
Okay. What do you think she'll do?
I don't know. I'm honestly just not sure about anything anymore, and after Tyr, I couldn't forgive myself if anything happened to you guys. So if we could just stand here together, that would be, I think, the best way to handle this.
Let's all do this together.
Okay, I'll stand with you too. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah.
Let's do this like, Power Rangers, and we each grab a part of the horn.
With our powers combined.
Yeah.
Here, one last question though before I do this. Do you happen to know if using the horn to unfreeze things, is it going to get rid of the horn altogether?
He kind of takes a deep breath. And again, he points over. Because there's only one thing I'm absolutely sure of.
You are really hell-bent on causing destruction, aren't you, little buddy?
So he shakes his head. He goes, it's not just that. It's just, if you had a chance to save the one person you love, would you roll the dice or would you take the thing that you're sure of?
I'm pretty sure that she sent me this information.
So he kind of shrugs and he lowers his head and it's like almost avoiding eye contact now. He goes, if you say so. There's a lot of people that can make voices. Guess you got to do what you think is right.
Caitlin's feeling a little uneasy. The only other thing I can think at this point is we do have a unicorn who still needs a head or a horn. Do you think that we could give him his horn back and he could still free her?
Give who the horn back?
And Caitlin's just going to point to Liam's bag with the the horse,
The rocking horse.
sitting out halfway outside of it.
We can try.
If she's this powerful, I don't see why she couldn't help the unicorn.
It's a good point too.
She has an abyssal void with 5 dragons in it. Harnessing that power seems to me like she probably could help the unicorn. I think that we should take care of this here and now.
Yeah, let's not change the plan.
All right. Then, I guess it was Heart to press on. Got the horn. We just like hold it and say her name 3 times.
I wish.
Isn't it just her true name that we need?
Yeah.
Let's start there, and then if we got to go down the list, we will.
All right. And gonna have us all 3 hold the horn. All right, on 3.
Wait,
1.
Okay, we're saying Natasha, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to double check. Okay.
1, 2, 3. Natasha.
Natasha.
Yeah, and as you do, you guys can sense this surge, this, I don't want to call it an explosion, but just like think of like holding like a firework in your hand, right? Like this thing, the horn itself just radiates a power. And you watch as the power not just leaves the horn, but kind of creates an aura, as if you've used it almost like a wand, and it creates an aura around this individual. And it surrounds Zybilna, and for a moment, there's just a second where it almost seems like it doesn't work. Like maybe something is wrong. But then in that moment, she kind of stutters forward as if she's finally was already in motion when she was frozen, as if she was running when this happened. And she finally catches herself and stops and evaluates the room, seeing everything still frozen. And then she turns and she lays eyes on Liam first. And then she turns to Kaylin and Egric, and then turns to Oz. And she has a look on her face where it's almost as if she's piecing things together. She doesn't speak, but you can see the gears turning. You can see her like quickly trying to put things together, as if she's Sherlock Holmes, but like rapidly putting things together. And without even really asking, she reaches out, takes the horn from your hands, and walks over to this cauldron, and this large stone cauldron in the room, and she waves her hand. And in just that moment of waving her hand, she almost dismisses a lingering spell, and the stone cauldron is revealed to be this incredibly elaborate, gemstone encrusted, rune carved cauldron. And she immediately begins to work on something. And in that time frame, without making eye contact with any of you, she goes, "Am I to believe you're the ones who freed me?"
That would be accurate.
Zybilna?
She kind of takes a breath as she looks up for the first time, actually making contact. She goes, "Well, there's no use to use that moniker, at least not until the rest of these folks are free. They won't remember it."
What?
She takes a large sigh and she looks at you all. "My name is Natasha, and since you know it, I implore you to use it. I'm not hiding at this point. We have an issue. It must be dealt with. We're not playing games anymore."
Is it the League?
The League, my sisters, my wretched mother, and who knows what else is falling apart in my absence. Gods, I'm sure that thing is trying to get loose. And she looks to Egric and like immediately has just that, that motherly look of like, you're in so much fucking trouble. And she looks right at him. She goes, have you tended to the book? Is it okay? And like, he just immediately, like without missing a beat, cowers behind Kaelin's leg. Gods, I have much to fix.
Well, we might as well get this all out in the open now, but in regards to your sisters, I don't think they'll be causing you any issues anymore.
She kind of freezes in her tracks for a brief moment, and she turns and looks. The three of you dismantled their entire coven?
We had some help and paid a heavy price.
You see for the first moment her shoulders soften just a slight bit. And she nods. She goes, I'm very sorry for your loss, but do know that their sacrifice will not be in vain. Now that I'm free, there is much work to be done, but I can handle this. We can deal with this. It can all be fixed. I can't make you any promises, but I think we can work something out. Nothing's out of the reach at this point.
How are you?
So it will be good to see order restored to Prismere. We're happy we could have helped, and we'll continue to help however we can.
And she takes a moment and nods. And she goes, have you traveled the lands? How is everyone else? I fear my absence may have been, well, I certainly hope that it hasn't been too damning.
It's been rough. People miss you.
And somebody let go of that fucking asshole rabbit. They untied him.
Very antagonistic rabbit roaming.
I'm afraid that in your absence, chaos reigned and your rules were not followed. And must admit, we probably did not follow them either, but kind of hard in the chaos to maintain those rules. We did what we must.
She kind of raises a brow and she goes, but from what I can see, you, in good faith, you attempted to follow them, did you not? You did your best. The one that concerns me, the one, she's like very clearly eyeing Liam at this point. She goes, you came here with a dark passenger. You showed him this place.
I didn't know. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know he was looking for you.
She kind of nods, and with just like a flick of her wrist, she pulls Liam forward, and she puts a hand on his shoulder, and she looks like deep into his eyes for a second. She goes, huh. You spoke against him. Then she shakes her head and no, you didn't speak against him. You challenged his rule, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I tried to free my sister. I don't know that it worked, and I doubled down and gave him everything that I was, and well, I'm just not sure.
She kind of has like a crooked smile as she looks. She goes, you're either very brave or very stupid. I'm not sure which yet.
Yeah.
And she kind of like waves her hand over her cauldron, and she kind of gestures to Liam, as you look into this cauldron and you see, like, looking through a window, albeit, rippled and not the clearest, you see two familiar faces, albeit aged. You see an elderly Caldrian sitting in a tavern, bar, inn, it's hard to tell, but he's sitting kind of a back corner as he looks onwards to, I'm going to say, young adult female tiefling who is performing on stage. Not only is she performing, man, the crowd is absolutely eating it up in this moment.
Yeah, and I think at first he's like, so much time's passed, but he found her. He did exactly what he said he would do.
And she turns and she looks back at Liam directly and goes, You're an interesting one. You could have left. You could have left it all behind and walked away. But you stayed for her. She kind of looks over your shoulder back to Kaylin. Interesting. It's very interesting. It's almost... And she kind of shakes her head a little bit, and she turns her head and continues to work over this cauldron, and just under her breath, I think to a point where I don't really think anybody else but Liam would hear. And she goes, You love her, don't you?
Yeah, so he kind of takes a moment. There's not a thing on any of the planes I wouldn't do for her.
And she nods and she looks up and addresses the group in its entirety. Well, listen, there's many things to be done. The League's still present. My land's in ruin. My castle, as she gestures around, in ruin. I don't mean to slight any of you, but I feel there are many pressing things that need to be tended to in this moment. But seemingly, as I've evaluated things, I think I have a pretty good handle on taking care of a lot of what's before me at this point. I only have so much that I can spare at this time. As she kind of looks to the group, each pausing individually, she goes, Unfortunately, at this time, I can offer you one wish. I have one. You must understand that there's much of my land has been wrought with chaos, and I wish I could do more. I truly do. You've all done a huge service to me, my kingdom, my people, and if I had the ability, I would, but I have but limited power and much to take care of. I'll leave it to you to spend a moment to decide what I can do to possibly help you.
Okay. Liam's going to use his ready to action.
Yeah, and with that, Liam casts silence and covers not only Kaylin, but Oz as well. And you can stand there watching forward as you watch Liam conversing. You see Zabilna's mouth move. And that is where we will call it for tonight.
Counterspell.
Shit. Oh, man.
It's not a good way to start your relationship, husband. What are you doing? Silencing your wife.
Love that.
Man.
About to see the Natasha of Kaylin.
Yeah, I want you to know that's exact. Whenever we were trying to discuss, because we wanted to turn this into a 2-part finale, it's like, oh man, what's gonna be? I was like, I know what to do.
You son of a bitch.
I knew what to do.
You son of a bitch.
Okay, cool. I'm tingly. My excitement. That was good.
Oh my god.
Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I will do my best to get this uploaded pretty quick to the YouTube, !YouTube. If you guys want to catch up on these episodes, all 6, this was the 16th technically. Looks like we'll be doing about 17 in total for the campaign, which is pretty great. But yeah, if you guys want to catch up on that. With that being said, this was part 1 of the Wild Beyond the Witchlight finale. Sunday, not tomorrow, but the next Sunday is when we're going to wrap it all up. We're going to handle our whatever the fuck happens. What the hell's Liam doing? Who knows? What will Tasha do in response? Who knows? And how pissed off will the rest of the party be when they find out? Find out next time on Wild Beyond the Witchlight. But I've been Vincent Page. I've been Liam, your tiefling bard, caster of silence.
Yeah, I've been Ace. I've been the DM. Fun fact: everybody gets to level up for what it's worth.
Yay!
Yeah, so that's a thing. But yeah, I've been a little bit of everybody, and there's a whole lot left to be wrapped up. So make sure you guys see the next one.
Well, that was wild. It's Elfie's out, so I'm Jason playing Oz, your order cleric. Can't wait to see you next week.
And I am Kaylin, your...
If I could give you inspiration, I'd give you inspiration for that one.
Yeah, no, I think she used her inspiration, so I'll give inspiration for that.
I want you guys to know I'm about to hear a fucking earload after I end this stream.
Oh, yeah, you are, buddy. Oh, yeah, you are.
All right, Tyr. I mean, Skynet, who'd you play today?
I'm Skynet. I played a ghostly Tyr. I mean, he had a couple cool moments, but
Just hanging out, man.
just hanging out, having fun. We got one more.
I will say this is the first session of D&D I've ever played where one of the player characters literally was just dead the whole time. Just hanging out. just being there.
Hanging out, yeah.
I also renamed my character. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
Yeah, Tyr Teddy Bear, I seen that.
Yeah, I did notice that partway through.
And yeah, big shout out. Foxy hopefully will be joining us next week. Obviously we hope that he can make it for the finale. He's had a lot of work stuff going on, school stuff, etc., etc. So we missed him tonight. Hopefully we'll all be together for one last hurrah in this campaign. But with that being said, I totally almost forgot to mention, we'll be live again tomorrow at VP Live 2 days. Man, it's crazy out here, yo. Which I do apologize for that. Between work and we went to Louder Than Life this weekend, and it's been absolutely nuts. But tomorrow is the next episode of Waterdeep Dragon Heist, which is basically the same exact cast. We're just trading Ace for Pixel, who runs the Ages of Ainor channel. So if you guys want to come check out the Waterdeep campaign, it'll be on Ages of Ainor. And I also... Did I say finale?
It can be. I mean,
Did
it
I
wasn't
say that?
like-
I said the next episode, I thought.
You better put the pedal down, Pixel. You got some shit to get in
I
real
was
quick
wondering
and in a hurry.
as if I said that. Holy
Oh,
shit.
boy.
I didn't. My bad.
DPK.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
over. But yeah, be sure to come back and hang out. I think we doing 4 tomorrow, yo?
Yeah.
Okay, so 4 o'clock,
Yeah,
4 p.m. That is Eastern Standard Time. You guys come hang out for same cast, different characters, different DM. It'll be really, really fun. And yeah, I'm excited to see you guys tomorrow and hopefully next week for the end of this thing. I'm so fucking excited. Woo! That was my nuke button, by the way. You remember when I was like, I'm ready in action 2 weeks ago? Yeah, that was that. Because I knew what you
How can you ready in action 2 weeks ago and not have if they anyways? Yeah,
Listen, I had something in my back pocket.
Hey.
Their name was Ace.
I mean, I don't know how you could complain when you've been readying things since the first week because you went and read shit, okay?
All I'm saying is somebody came to me and was like, I'm about to give you some power. And I said, okay. Okay.
Yeah, we just need to address how I had to initiate that because I knew VP would never take an initiative there. But like,
Yeah, you know, we can actually go ahead and talk about how out of character it is for me personally to do something like this. Never in a million years, me in a D&D campaign would jump ahead of other people and take a wish without even consulting. However, Ace said, I need you to do a not VP thing one time. And I said, okay. But what will it be for? You know, maybe he's wishing away his demons. Who knows, man? Who knows what's going on? Only time will tell. Guys, it's been awesome. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. And we will catch you tomorrow for Waterdeep. Later.